rock star ever to hit the country. Marilyn Manson. Fashion masochist. Marilyn brings out my worst fashion fears.
What is he?
Listen to this.
The most depressing press conference. Imagine real journalists going to journalism school and stuff. They've covered the beat for 10, 20 years, and they're sent over to the Mr. Blackwell worst dress.
Today, you're going over to cover Mr. Blackwell.
Oh, I hope the food is good.
He looks like Alice Cooper doing Rosemary's Baby, a neo-Gothic.
He can't even read.
I know.
It's so funny.
It's like, who wrote this for him?
I was on the worst dress list one time.
I know.
He read it the same exact way. Howard Stern. Bad boy.
A nightmare.
A nightmare. I don't think Marilyn Manson's looking to be on a best dress list. Pretty theatrical.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
Mr. Blackwell just did them a huge favor.
Right.
Number 9. Frances Fisher.
Who?
Her flowered fiascos.
Who's that?
Are so loud they could cause an international panic. They should have gone down with the Titanic.
Oh, there's a rhyme.
I think Panic Titanic. See, these are rhymes. I tell you something.
That other one didn't rhyme.
It didn't?
No.
The way he says it makes it sound like it rhymes. He's got quite a read.
Number 8. Alicia Silverstone.
Oh.
From the Batcave to Pick and Save.
See what I mean? He tries to rhyme. From the Batcave to Pick and Save.
Well, maybe he misread the Marilyn Manson one.
yeah, I think he screwed that up.
A collection of retro rubbish from toes to nose. Number 7. Emma Thompson. Now that is really a problem.
Thompson problem. See?
That's not a rhyme.
Well, he's trying to rhyme. What?
The best he can do.
Yeah. What are you going to rhyme with Thompson?
Here is a girl that would have made a wonderful cover for the Farmer's Digest. Somewhere in Indiana.
Oh, Blackwell. You are so scathing. Oh, Blackwell. How can you?
You are fierce, Blackwell.
She's the fiercest on the block. Ouch. Ouch.
Her primary colors are tragically on display. Poor Emma's wearing the remains of yesterday. Number 6.
Until he gets it out, too.
Get the cinematic.
He's the joke. He's funny.
Number 6. Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney.
Sigourney. You don't even know what she is.
Important to know how to say her name.
Sigourney.
It is transparently clear Sigourney hasn't a fashion clue. She resembles a shrink-wrapped mummy in a peep show review. Number 5.
He is so gay. He is so gay. He is beyond gay.
Gay square.
He is gay personified.
Gay to the 10th power.
Sigourney Weaver. Like, not even learning her name. So insulting.
She's a woman. What do you need to know her name for?
Yeah. Anybody sexy he really hates. Because he wants to be a woman so badly. He wants to
wear those clothes.
Oh.
He is pissed because these women have the ability to wear the clothes and won't do it right.
Why are they not wearing gorgeous clothes?
Why are they not in Valentino?
Don't you know you are a woman?
Dolce and Gabbana.
Jennifer Tilly.
Well, most gay guys hate women. I don't mean like just sexually. I mean, they're just not.
They're not into them.
No.
They think they could be better ones.
Yeah.
Men should want
Yeah,
them.
they're mad at women.
Yeah.
They really are. And I know I'm going to get a lot of calls on that and a lot of gay guys and stuff. But I'm telling you, I know gay guys. They're mad at women. They're hostile. And they're going to go, hey, I'm friends with all women. What are you talking about?
I love women.
Yeah, but no, underneath it all, There's a hostility because you think you could be a better woman than them.
It's funny because every once in a while when I'm in some of the shops around town,
Yeah.
and, they're trying to fit women with these clothes,
Mm.
and they're like, ugh, these gay designers.
Right.
They just start screaming.
Well, yeah, they're torturing women.
Tilly the tornado has arrived.
Meg Tilly is her name?
Yes,
Jennifer Tilly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
She's El Nino in heels.
El Nino.
Well, where was the rhyme there?
I don't know. Every one of his words is important to him. She's El Nino in heels.
See, I got El Nino in there.
Yeah, El Nino.
Contemporary reference.
When he started, he said, you know what, I have to use El Nino.
Yeah, El Nino in heels. In heels.
Got to work El Nino in there
So
somewhere.
gay. Homo.
Mummy in a peep show.
He's so gay. El Nino.
Well, I knew every woman was in trouble when he said, if cleavage shows. You could automatically make the list.
Oh. But if penis shows, hubba, hubba.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Eat 'em up.
Yeah. Hey, he's something, man. So gay.
Number 4, Pamela Anderson Lee. Luscious Lee has fallen under a fatal fashion spell. She looks like a Martian Venus in search of a shell.
She looks great. If there's one girl who knows how to dress, it's Pamela Lee. But of course,
A Martian Venus in search of a shell?
I don't know what he's
I'm
talking
listening to his words.
I mean, he's out of his mind. Not only doesn't he understand what men like.
I want to go to that planet.
Yeah. She's a Martian. Something. What is it?
Venus.
She's a Martian Venus.
Searching for a shell.
We got to get this guy on the phone. Explain
What
this.
the hell are you talking about?
I think he's on something.
Number 3,
I think he's on tuchus.
Hi, I'm fumed.
Laxatives, maybe.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Madonna. Very important. I tried to start a list of my own, but none of the press showed up. Madonna.
Let's be blunt. Yesterday's Evita is today's Velveeta.
See, I told you he rhymes.
Every once in a while.
Oh. Yesterday's Evita is today's Velveeta. What a dick.
She runs the garment from a style.
Now they're encouraging him because they're laughing.
Isn't he trying to say gamut there? He
Yeah.
runs the gamut. He says he runs the garment.
The garment. He doesn't even know. It's like
I heard that word from Sigourney.
he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't even think he
I
pre-read
don't
these.
think he wrote this list.
I don't either. And I think he forgets.
Velveeta. She runs the garment from a style snore to a bumpy bore.
So no one knows what he's talking about. She rides the garment or gamut?
The garment or the gamut from a
It was a garment.
style snore to a bumpy bore.
Bumpy bore.
The alliteration.
Number 2,
I think he just made a number 2.
Somebody come change me.
you won't believe it. You will not believe it. Ellen DeGeneres.
Ooh. You hear a woman in the audience go,
You
ooh.
will not believe it?
You will not believe it.
Turning on a gay person.
Yesterday's homo is a fashion major domo.
Just come out and say it. Comedy Ellen needs an overdue wardrobe change and throw those fashion bombs back in the closet.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Number
Not
1.
one person, but a group.
Oh.
The Spice Girls.
Meanwhile, they dress sexy. Especially that black chick. And
They're
Posh Spice.
Fine.
Yeah. The Spice Girl. Nothing like an old queer to end your career.
5 candy-colored beauties trapped in fashion waste. They are the only spices
Sounds like the guys in the audience are getting up and leaving already. Yeah.
I guess he's done.
on the planet that have absolutely no taste. And that is your 10 worst-dressed women for 1977.
77?
77, yes.
1977? Did he just
Is he
say
out
that?
of it or what?
Oh, my God.
Run that back. Did he really say 77?
Yes, I swear, I think he did. Those are your 10 worst for 1977. You don't even know what year it is.
That's being out of it.
That have
No.
absolutely
No taste.
And that is your 10 worst-dressed women for 1977.
It is 77.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. You can applaud me now.
What, did they take him out of mothballs?
He's an old guy. You don't know where he is. I was very nervous. He's so sad.
But this is his one moment to shine every year.
I'm having trouble reading my list. Excuse me, gentle sir. Can I sit on your fist? Thank you. You can ask me questions now.
Pretty weak.
People are applauding him.
They're glad it's over.
Yeah. they can go cover something serious. Like a real news story, like somebody's been mugged.
Finally, he finished. We got it on tape. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I've got more Private Parts movie theater lobby stand-ups to give away, courtesy of the Warner Brothers Records. I'm just cleaning house, baby. I'm giving you everything. And, yeah, the guy who, I think it's a guy. Is it a woman or a man who's going to tell us how to have the perfect secret affair?
I think wouldn't it be a guy?
It is a man, yeah. We would think a guy would teach you how to do that. Look forward to that.
And I thought the whole idea of the affair was to get caught. This guy's ruining it.
Yeah. Trying to get caught.
You're listening to Chevy Chase's best friend, Howard Stern.
Hey, also, I'm going to be giving away breast implants. I won them. I won them for the audience.
Yours away.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving my breast implants away, but I am giving. Yeah, I actually won them. I'm giving my breast implants away. And there's a bunch of women on the phone who want to get in on this.
Oh, we're going to hear from some women who are going to plead with you to give them breast?
Yeah, but let me tell you more about it when we get back.
Okay.
Morning room service being taken out.
Yes, good morning. It's John Sampson calling, and I am the press secretary to Luciano Pavarotti. Mr. Luciano, just a moment, please.
Sure.
Mr. Pavarotti is staying at the hotel. We're calling you from our cellular phone from the room.
Okay.
We'd like to order some room service to be picked up in a little while.
Sure. You want to pick it up, or would you like us to deliver it?
For security reasons, we'll send someone down to pick it up.
Okay.
All right, and I'd ask you to keep this quiet. No one knows that Mr. Pavarotti's staying in the hotel. We book him under a separate name.
Okay. Is this just for himself and
Yes,
just one
just
person?
Mr. Pavarotti. Are you a fan at all, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's warming up here. We have a press
Yes, I hear.
conference. We have a press conference in about an hour.
Okay.
Excuse me for a second. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Ping.
All right, Ms. Ping. We'd like some orange juice. A couple of glasses of orange juice.
2 glasses of orange juice?
Yes. And do you serve tea this early in the morning?
Yes, we do.
Tea with honey and some lemon wedges for his voice, please.
With honey and lemon?
Yes, please.
Particular flavor of tea?
Mr. Pavarotti?
Yes, I like something like a jasmine. Jasmine tea.
Some jasmine tea, ma'am.
All right.
And pancakes with no syrup. He likes syrup, but he's not allowed to eat any because of his size. Sorry, Mr. Pavarotti.
Okay. Pancakes, yes.
I like to have maybe 12 pancakes for myself, and maybe something for you, Mr. Soon. Okay?
Miss Ping? Hello, Miss Ping?
Yes?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the scene. He does have to warm up for this press conference.
Okay. So he wanted 12 pancakes, is that right?
And a pound of bacon. Yes.
Do you have back bacon, Canadian back bacon?
Back bacon, yes.
Yeah, he loves Canadian back bacon.
Right?
And So what do I have so far, Miss Ping?
You have 2 large orange juice, a pot of tea with honey and lemon, jasmine.
Yes.
Pancakes with the Canadian bacon.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead, Miss Ping.
Okay, and is there anything else you like with that? Any cereal or
Do you have scrambled
yogurt?
eggs? Yogurt would be good, yes.
No yogurt.
All right.
It's no good for my bowel.
I'm sorry. Do you have scrambled eggs?
Yes, we do.
All right, Mr. Pavarotti,
Yes, sir.
would you like some scrambled eggs?
I love a scrambled egg.
Scrambled eggs, Miss Ping?
One order of scrambled eggs, or?
Yes. Give me 3 orders of scrambled eggs. And some toast, I guess. Do you have brown bread?
Yes, we do.
You have a
Mr.
7 grain?
We have 7 grain, yes.
7 grain.
7 grain.
Toast with that?
And, pardon me?
7 grain toast with the eggs?
Yes, please.
Yes,
All right, could you repeat the order to Mr. Pavarotti? He would like to sing it back to you.
Okay, we have 2 large orange juice.
2 large orange juice.
Jasmine tea with honey and lemon.
Jasmine tea with honey and lemon.
We have 12 pancakes with the Canadian back bacon.
12 pancake, a Canadian back bacon.
And 3 orders of scrambled eggs.
3 orders of pancake, scrambled egg.
And 7 grain toast with
7
the eggs.
grain toast. 7.
Okay. I was just informed by one of my waiters, sir, that we don't have any jasmine tea. Is there any other particular kind that you'd like?
No, jasmine tea. Oh, God, no. No. I'd take a lemon.
Lemon tea?
Ooh, yes. Orange pico with lemon.
What's that, sir?
Actors, you know what I mean, Miss Ping?
Yes, and I shall stab you if you don't give me what I want.
He's just rehearsing, Miss Ping. Don't you worry about that.
Okay. And so you'll come pick it up at around what time, sir?
I will send down Bruto to come pick up the food.
Okay. At what time, sir? Shall we have the food ready for you?
As soon as possible, because I'm a hungry man.
Okay, that'll be about ready in about 20 minutes and a half.
Okay, so I love that phony phone call. That's from our friends in Canada.
It gets funnier as it goes on.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, David Lee Roth wrote a song for Private Parts, the movie.
No, I did not know that.
Yes, he did. And this is it, actually. I only played it one time on the air. I don't know if you remember it.
Right from the apple to the fillet. Down my Philadelphia. Look out the window, hang up the phone. Better run, tell everyone how it's on the radio. If you wanna wear my t-shirt, you gotta make the choice. Jump on daddy's speaker, so you can feel my voice. Jump back with your heart attack. I'm what my daddy said I'd never be. So tell the folks at home, I'm making history with my private part. My private part. I'm coming from the heart with my private part. Watch out! I'm on the TV, the stereo. I serve the internet, now I got a vision show. Right from the apple to LA. Says down Miami, Philadelphia. No, it doesn't get much better. I was a face in the mob. Hey, if you're looking for adventure, try my job. Jump back with your heart attack. I'm what my daddy said I'd never be. So tell the folks at home, I'm making history with my private part.
We're going to get to the women with the breast implants in just a second. They're all on the phone. I'll open up the phones for that because there's so many women writing me and sending me naked pictures of their breasts that I have to start getting to this and start promoting it, you know? About time we did it. I want to share an article with you, though, first. This is out of Canada. I had no idea. You know, the other day, the two program directors from our Canadian stations called up on the show and said, hey, you did really well in the ratings and all that kind of stuff. I had no idea. I thought maybe they were hyping me or something, but I read this article in the Canadian newspaper, and it's really quite spectacular, the impact we've had in Canada, which makes me glad. I mean, there's been so much controversy with us entering into Canada, and I think there's a lot of hostility from Canadian broadcasters. They don't like the idea of some American interloper coming into their country and taking over.
They didn't want the competition, so the way to attack you was to say, oh, he's from America.
Yeah, like that's bad. It says, it really wasn't a good 12 hours for CJAD. CJAD, evidently, is our competitor. They're the number one station, or used to be, in Canada. On Thursday afternoon, the station learned that the latest Bureau of Broadcast Measurement radio rating survey showed Howard Stern as English Montreal's number one morning man. Now, this is in 3 months.
In no time at all.
Yeah, at all. And while shell-shocked executives digested the news that the controversial New York shock jock had toppled George Balkin used to be the number one guy.
He was the dude.
And ended CJAD's 30-year dominance. Wow. In 30 years, no one has beaten this radio station in the morning. CJAD.
Okay.
The station's transmission towers collapsed under the weight of accumulated ice as well that day, which is symbolic.
Irony.
Yeah, CJAD was off the air yesterday morning because of the icing problem.
It might as well not be, though.
See the advantage of getting a broadcast from America? No ice. And CHOM, which is the station we're on, CHOM, CHOM. CHOM was broadcasting Stern's proud boast that his show was number one in Montreal and a very strong number two in Toronto, which is a miracle. In Toronto, we were nowhere in 3 months.
Yeah, we came from nothing.
That's right. And this is only the beginning, Lee Hambleton, general manager of CHOM, predicts that Stern's invasion of Canadian airwaves will pick up steam based on the BBM numbers. This is the biggest broadcasting story in Canada. Out of the gate, Howard Stern has 1,144,000 listeners per week in the two largest cities in the country. You can bet that radio executives in Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton are going to look at these ratings and start dialing Stern's syndication office, and it's already happened.
I know those towns because they have hockey teams.
That's right. And by the way, Lee Hambleton is right. They already have started.
Yeah?
Ringing, yes.
Oh, wonder. Are we going to cover Canada before we cover the United States?
Yes. Oh, Canada.
We might move to Canada.
Do you hear the phones ringing?
Accepting of us.
By the way, we put a microphone in my agent's office, Don Buchwald. Do you hear the phones ringing?
This is what's going on in his office right now?
You are listening to an actual microphone in my agent's office.
It's very early in the morning for that, if you had it.
They are ringing off the hook. These are Canadians calling. They don't know what time it is. This is the biggest broadcast story in Canada's history.
Wow.
There has never been anything like it. Hambleton says CHOM was confident that the Stern Show would be tops among English FM programs.
Howard Stern has conquered your land.
Howard Stern est victorieux.
Of the airways.
Il contrôlera.
You quickly take command.
Nos ondes ennuyeuses.
The RTC has said they'll try to get him.
Isn't this exciting? I mean, I am very, very proud of us.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, and I want to thank the people of Canada. In fact, Lee Hambleton says, I got to tell you something, I thought he would do well.
But we even surprised him a bit.
Yeah, he's shocked. He says, we thought we would challenge George Balkin, Hambleton said, but we didn't predict we'd beat him. Other program directors are in shock. Here's a quote from a competing program director. He says, quote, incredible. Said CFQR General Manager Brian Kennemy, who the F listens to Balkin. This doesn't make sense, the sentence. I guess the guy was really shook up.
Really out of it.
Who the F who listens to Balkin would tune Howard Stern? That's his quote.
Huh?
That's what it says. Who the F who listens to Balkan would tune in Howard Stern? That's what I think he was trying to say. We stole listeners from this Balkan dude. And nobody predicted it.
Amazing.
People
I'm
wanna-
just amazed at that sentence.
Please. I've read it 4 times trying to make sense of it. And they list all the other guys in the morning who have done horribly against us. And it's pretty remarkable, and we're happy about it. It helps. Every bit helps. We need listeners. There's no question about it. Because if we don't have listeners, we're off the air. Prontissimo.
For sure.
We really needed it in Canada. It's no doubt we needed this. So it's great. I was reading it yesterday. I had to share it with you because I'm an egomaniac, and I need people to know this about me. I need people to know I'm a success. All right, let me get to these women about their breasts.
Oh, by the way, I think those promos you're running about the birthday show are really funny.
What promos?
You were not running promos about the birthday show?
No.
Oh.
During this show?
I keep hearing it like just before we come on.
I have not heard them. Let me hear it.
Where are they? I don't know where they are.
I've not been listening to the station. Are they running? Well, I knew there would be a birthday show. I'm wondering when it is, though. That's. I mean, it's crazy.
There isn't any birthday show.
Get out of here.
That's what I thought they were your idea.
No, it is perfect. If they're running promos, that means there is a birthday show.
No, the birthday, it's you saying, I know there's going to be one.
Oh, I guess the station lifted my voice.
What is the birthday mystery?
No, I don't know. That must have been one of my conversations with you that they ran a promo from.
Well, there's an announcer who says, ooh, the birthday mystery. Is there a birthday show? Will it be? And you're going on about, I guess it's going to be Friday. You didn't do this?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
Wow.
See, that gives me more encouragement now.
It's baffling to me. Who's put together a birthday show, if there's one?
I don't know. I was hoping you did. You're pretty good at that. Hey, listen, this is ludicrous. The time to have a birthday show is on my birthday. Now it's no longer my birthday. How can it be a birthday
show?
Right. Clearly there isn't.
There's no birthday show.
I wanted to celebrate on Monday when it was really my birthday.
Well, you should throw yourself a party if you have
right.
ideas.
I mean, I
was out of them. I've been doing it for 18
get out
years.
You're out of your mind.
I was out of ideas.
Can't wait for the birthday show, but if I wait much longer, I'll be 45.
You know what? You're going to wait till next year?
Yeah, I think so. Is this Joyce?
It is.
All right. Well, let me tell you what's going on. And we had a meeting about this yesterday. So I won these breast implants in a bet. There's a doctor who does this breast implant. He says it's so perfect, I'd never be able to tell.
He loves his technique, yeah.
He said he'll line up a bunch of naked women, let me touch them, and if I could pick out the breast implants, he would give away a free breast operation. Lo and behold, I was able to do it. I was fully confident.
There were 2 parts to the contest. You had to not only tell which women had the breast implant,
right.
You had to tell him how he did it.
Right.
And you did both.
I did.
You are an expert.
I really am. I really proved it. Anyway, he said he'd give a free operation away on the air. I said, great, fine. Now, Joyce, you're one of the people who sent me a letter. In fact, you even sent me a picture, didn't you?
Did she?
Yeah. Well, that's the only picture I had, really.
It's kind of far away. It's hard to tell if you're a dog or not. But she looks pretty good in the picture.
Oh, my God. There's mostly beach there.
Yeah, the cameraman's pretty far away.
I live in Bermuda.
You're in a bikini. It looks like you have breasts, though. It doesn't look like you're flat.
Well, yeah, I have a good shape, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me something. What would you do to get breast implants? Now, let me tell you what I'm thinking. I will listen to women's sad stories. I will pick 5.
Okay.
Those 5 will come down here and compete in a breast implant beauty pageant.
Or a breast off.
A breast off.
Okay.
And the one who gets, the one who looks most tragic and has the most tragic story will win.
Yeah.
And we will have a judge down here and everything. A couple of judges.
All right. Yeah, make it fair.
Yeah.
Sounds fair.
All right. But that means you got to parade around here with your top off.
Not a problem.
All right.
So what's your problem?
Oh, I just thought I'd write because I really, really can do something for myself. You know, I have 2 beautiful daughters, and I've been a single parent for many years, and I just haven't been able. I have a deadbeat ex-husband, and I went back to school.
What cup size are you?
I'm a B.
A B. It sounds like you have low self-esteem.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, she sounds like she's had a miserable life, is what she said.
Sounds like your husband dumped you.
No, I've gone back to. Oh no, actually, I left him.
I see.
But the thing is that he just hasn't paid child support.
I see. And you want big boobies?
You think that'll make him pay?
Yeah.
You want to blow up your balloons to what? A D cup?
Yeah.
All right.
The rest of my body is firm. I'm thin.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm thin and I'm in really good shape.
No, your face don't look too bad, but then again, you got a guy here taking this picture from the Empire State Building.
Yeah, from New York, and you're in Bermuda.
Yeah, I can barely see you.
Good point.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put your name in as the first entrant.
Okay.
And
What do you mean? She's not one of the 5.
No, she's the first entrant.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe we'll choose her as one of the 5.
Okay.
No, she's not one of the 5.
Anything else you need to tell us? Because, tragedy does help.
Yeah.
Well, it's just I never do anything for myself. I mean, I just have not. I kind of forget about myself. I always put my daughters first, and I just never. And I've gone to court 25 times. In the
She's got B cups though, Robin. That's not that
but
sad.
But they could be really bad Bs.
Are they all droopy?
Yes, somewhat.
They are. All right, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's
I will never say that there's not a need for breast implants anymore after what I've seen.
Yeah, you've seen some messes. All right, let me tell you, here's another woman, and she sent me naked pictures of herself.
Okay.
And she already has breast implants.
Oh.
That's right. She says she has breast implants, but she made them too small. She wants to be in Playboy magazine.
Is she Playboy caliber?
Could chop her head off. You know what I'm saying?
She's got the body for it?
She does have the body for it, I got to tell you. I'm all confused here. What line is this woman on? The Jane. Oh, okay, here we go. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. You think you're going to be in Playboy? Honey, you got the body for it, but I don't know if you have the face.
Oh, come on, Howard.
How old is she?
How old are you, baby?
29.
29? I don't think they take girls 29.
Oh, sure they do.
They do?
How old's Pamela?
Are you a stripper?
No.
What are you?
Just an everyday person.
You're not bad. I mean, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying you're bad looking. Well, look at her. I mean, you saw her on the beach or something, you'd go wild for her. But
yeah, she's, nice housewife.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a good-looking housewife. Are you a housewife?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And you got implants already. Why'd you make them B? I love these women. They go.
You got a B?
Yeah, she gave herself small breasts.
What'd you have before?
The doctor did.
I'll tell you.
That's the biggest he could fit.
Yeah, you probably were really flat.
Right.
Oh, so you needed to stretch a bit.
Right.
I got to tell you something, gorgeous. You don't look bad with B's. They're cute.
Why do you need them bigger?
Bigger would be a little better on her.
No, but this, compared to people who,
don't have anything.
Have craters on their chest.
Right. She's got a nice body. I'll give her that. What are you, a workout maniac?
No, actually, I'm lucky. Natural.
Have you had children?
No.
She had a nose job. Right?
I need one.
You didn't have one?
No.
Oh, it looks like you had one or something. Something was going on with that nose. Yeah, maybe you need one. I don't know what's doing up there. All right, yeah, you're not bad. I'll tell you, you got a nice little body. It's not a real sad story, but all right, she made her breast implants too small.
Right.
Well, we'll throw you in the pile. I doubt if you'll get out.
Yeah, I think we're going to get some better nominations, but what the hell? I'll vote for you. I'd just like to see you naked down here anyway in our beauty pageant, okay?
All right.
All right, hold on, honey.
Thanks.
All right, there she goes. Another woman who wants breast implants. Let me take one more. Here's another woman. She sent me a picture of herself standing next to Steve Gorillo. I guess she met him at some party.
Or maybe that's her tragedy.
Maybe that's it. I feel sorry for her already. Your name is Heather?
Hold on, Heather. Howard, she's brushing her teeth and hyperventilating.
Who are you?
I'm her husband.
Oh, I see.
Okay, hold on. Let me get her for you.
All right.
Good idea.
Well, let's hope that she has a sad story.
She's hyperventilating because she's so nervous. She finally got through.
Let me talk to her.
Hello.
Hello, Heather?
Yeah.
All right. What are you, hyperventilating?
I'm just really, really nervous.
Don't be so nervous. We're not that important.
Yeah, it's just us.
See, and I want to go bigger.
I understand. That's a bad thing.
B's bad.
Yeah.
B for bad.
B stands for bad. All right, she wins. No. Listen, maybe I'll put you in the pageant or something.
Are they ugly breasts or are they good-looking B's?
I had a daughter, so they're not.
They should make breast implants free.
There you go. After birth.
Yeah. Hey, Hank. Hank, you there? He must have passed out. Had Hank the Angry Dwarf on the line. He's not there, though. Hank? You stupid dwarf.
Sleeping again. He passed
He's not there. Okay. All right, let me put you on hold, all right?
Okay.
And we'll enter you into the contest. You have any trouble parading around here with your top off?
No way.
All right, hold on. No way you won't do it, or you will?
I will.
Okay, hold on. All right, well, there's 3 women who could potentially be in our pageant. It's unbelievable.
And so get your letters, cards in, because we're giving breasts away.
Yeah, you could just phone us. Yeah, what's up?
On line 1, this is going to be our one opportunity to talk to him, is Mr. Mapp. You know,
Scientific Mapp.
Hold on. You know, he just wants to make sure that you're going to treat him, respectfully, and I promised him that you would.
Of course. I just wanted to find out about Scientific Mapp. What line? 1?
Line 1.
Okay.
How did we get him? I'm sure everybody's after Scientific Mapp.
Is this Scientific Mapp?
No, this is his father.
Hi, Mr. Mapp?
Right.
Wow. Hey, this is perfect.
What is your name, Mr. Mapp, your first name?
Excuse me?
What is your first name?
My first name is Edward.
Edward Mapp.
Right.
See, you're the guy I really wanted to talk to.
I understand.
Yeah. You know, we've been talking about Scientific Mapp now for a while.
Right.
And
Where are you from, Mr. Mapp?
I'm from Manhattan.
Oh, you are from Manhattan.
Right.
Now, we were reading in the paper that your son, Scientific Mapp, is a great basketball player.
He plays pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
And
we have a couple of kids that play basketball. Majestic?
Yes.
Majestic Mapp.
Yes.
And Scientific Mapp.
Yes. I have another son named Shala.
Shala Mapp?
Right.
That doesn't fit into the game plan.
I know. And I have another son named Sahi.
Sahi Mapp.
Right.
All right, let me ask you something.
I have a daughter named Ramela. Her middle name is Earth.
Let me ask you something. Are you like a hippie or something?
Excuse me?
Are you a hippie?
No, I'm not.
All right. Because let me ask you something.
Are you a hippie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm a businessman.
Okay.
All right, listen to me.
So am I.
All right.
I work for New York City Housing Authority. My wife is My wife works for the police department.
All right, don't get angry at me.
I'm not.
All right, I'm just curious, man. I'm just trying to find out.
His wife can take you down.
I know.
Can you listen to me for a minute?
All right, go ahead.
When I was growing up as a child,
go ahead.
My name was Edward.
Edward Mapp.
Right.
Right.
I had trouble out of my teachers calling me Ed. I had to explain to them my name was Edward. They called me Eddie. I had to explain to them again that my name was Edward.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have fights with children in the neighborhood because they thought my name Edward was they could beat me.
Right, because it's kind of like a sissy name.
Was a name that people thought that they could take advantage of.
Right, there was a weak name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now again.
So let me tell you something. Names are very important to you.
And he was aware of it.
It's not really actually important. What it was that I remembered our ancestors. Okay, so.
Which ancestors?
Our ancestors.
In Africa?
No, ancestors, period.
Okay, wait a second. Let me get this straight. So your mom names you Edward Mapp.
Right.
And you hate it because the kids are calling you.
I didn't hate it.
But they're calling you Eddie.
I didn't hate it.
All right, but you didn't like them.
You had problems.
You had problems.
Don't get me wrong. I did not hate it.
But you had problems with the name Ed and Eddie.
No, because people was trying to label it.
They were trying to goof on you.
Okay, so then now.
Okay. Now, but let me understand something. I was named Howard.
Right.
And people would call me, let's say, Howie.
Mm-hmm.
How. Mm-hmm. Not Howard.
Okay.
But I didn't get that upset about it.
Actually, it's nothing really significant in a name.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you have trouble out of any name. If I'd have named my kids Frank, it would have probably been the same thing. Here it is, 39 years later, mind you.
Right.
Okay? And I'm still defending a name.
Right. Okay, now listen. So obviously your name has brought you a lot of...
no, their names.
Their names. Okay.
Right.
Now, when you and your wife had...
Matter of fact, my friends call me Science.
All right, listen to me.
Go ahead.
So when you and your wife, I think Scientific is your first kid?
No, Sahi is my first child.
All right. Scientific is your second child?
Right.
Okay. So when you and your wife had Scientific, and he was born, you had to say to yourself, wait a second, if my last name is Mapp, and I named the kid Scientific Mapp.
Where did Scientific come from
in
the
the
first place?
You had to say to yourself, you know it's going to be rough for the kid being Scientific Mapp.
But, when people sit down to name a child, they usually go through bunches and bunches of names.
Yeah.
It's rough growing up in Harlem, period.
Okay, but you say that you went back to your ancestor. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. What ancestor is named Scientific?
Well, I didn't say. I said I remembered my ancestors.
Right.
Okay, so they helped build this place. Scientific means everything.
Right.
So therefore, he was my everything. So therefore, I named him Scientific.
I see.
Okay, majestic means proud.
Right.
Okay, so our people as proud people. So I named him Majestic.
So you turn to your wife and you said, but wait a second. You turn to your wife, Edward. You turn to your wife, and you said,
I didn't turn to her at all. We just figured out the name.
Scientific.
And you agreed on these names.
And she agreed with it.
Is there a nickname to Scientific, or you always called him?
We call him Science.
Science.
Right.
And as a kid growing up, did he like this name, Scientific?
He didn't. It didn't bother him none. Because
Nothing.
He didn't have no problems.
Don't other kids?
Nobody made fun of him?
He's not having no problems now.
Is he good in science?
He's good at school, period.
He is.
Right.
So
my children go to college.
Because you know it's a very unusual name.
Right.
Nobody else is named Scientific.
He goes to Hunter.
Right.
Scientific goes to Florida A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Ramila just graduated from Buffalo.
I see.
Majestic is in St. Raymond, and Shalaz in St. Raymond.
Now,
I have very good children. They're very smart.
Now, you know, a lot of black people do name their kids very unusual names, and sometimes I think it's because, like, hey, why should we name them white man names?
No, it's not. It wasn't that the fact. If I would have named him Raheem, it would have been the same thing.
Right.
If I would have named him Omar, it would have been the same thing.
Right.
If I would have named him Howard, it would have been the same thing.
Right.
So it's not.
But you know the name Scientific Mapp is kind of a joke, because scientific.
It's not a joke.
But I mean, Scientific Mapp.
It's almost like it makes a sentence.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's almost like it makes a sentence. It's like, Scientific Mapp.
It makes a what?
A sentence.
Or a statement. It's like the title of something.
It's like a scientific map is actually a thing it's a...
You could actually have a scientific map.
Yeah, it's funny, though, isn't it?
No,
it's a bit of a joke.
It's funny to you because it's unusual to you. It's funny to you. It's not funny to me.
I see.
What it is that
you seem angry about it.
I'm not used to hearing anything like this.
You seem angry about it.
I'm not angry. I was just a little ticked off because you kept calling.
Yeah, well, no, I want to interview you.
Okay.
I mean, I can't believe it.
Right.
Scientific math.
Well, it's hard for you to believe. So therefore, I had to get on the phone.
Wow.
With you. So therefore, I'm here.
All right. Well, there it is. There is scientific.
The father who named scientific
math.
I
just told you.
No.
You did.
No, I didn't. I'll be honest with you.
You still don't believe.
I believe that you think that. I mean, there's nothing to believe or disbelieve. I believe you.
I see that he wanted each of his children's names to mean something.
I gave them great names. I felt that they were unique.
Yeah.
And
you're proud.
They're unique children.
Well, I got to tell you something. Like, if my last name was Opener.
Well, anyway,
it's not
Opener.
Right. If my parents named me Can Opener.
It's not Opener. Your name is Howard.
Yeah, but let's say my last name was Opener.
But it's not.
And my parents named me Can Opener.
But it's not.
Yeah, but it's like what you got. You had the name Mapp, and you went and made Scientific Mapp.
Right. But
you know what I mean?
And therefore, I named Majestic Mapp.
Majestic Mapp.
Jalal Mapp.
Yeah.
Ramila Mapp. That's my daughter.
Now, what is a Shamila?
Ramila.
Ramila. What is that?
That's her name.
I never heard of it.
But it means something.
But let me tell you
some language.
You're never going to understand.
What's wrong with the name Deborah?
What's wrong with it? Nothing.
I see.
It's the same identical. It's the same thing as Ramila.
Let's say my last name was Phone, and my parents named me Cellular Phone. You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
Right.
You know, you can see that, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so Scientific Map is funny.
Has Scientific Map ever?
Funny to you.
Has Scientific Map ever said to you, "Hey, Dad, what were you exactly thinking?"
He would never change his name.
Never.
No, but I wondered if he'd ever run into X-Ray Hip.
No, he's played against him before. But he said he never would play against him.
Wait a second. You're telling me Scientific Map
would change his name.
Scientific Map, who is a basketball player, college basketball player, your son, was in a game against X-Ray Hip, and he will not play against X-Ray Hip again?
No, what I meant to say to you is that he said that he would never change his name.
Oh, I see.
Actually,
has he played against?
Do you think that X-Ray Hip is a strange name?
Do you think X-Ray Hip is a funny name?
Well, at first when I looked at it in the book with Scientific's name, I said, "Oh, well, there's a kid named X-Ray Hip. That's an unusual name."
Yeah.
But as you understand, black people does things that's unusual to white people all the time.
Right. Black people do things that white people don't understand.
Right.
Right. And X-Ray Hip,
that's another person. That's not my son.
Yeah, but do you feel that? But do you feel that X-Ray Hip? Do you feel like they took a little of your thunder away by naming him X-Ray Hip?
No.
You don't. I see.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I don't even listen to you, man. I don't even understand why I called you. But I did anyway.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know,
hey, Howard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you named your son Scientific Hip, but you don't understand why you called me.
Scientific Mapp.
I mean, Scientific Mapp. Right, yeah.
Howard.
Yeah.
I'm on the air with the world, right?
Yeah, you certainly are, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're talking to Canada and the United States.
Word up.
Very much.
Word up, G.
All right, G.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you say. A word up, G.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'm black. I'm part black. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. I understand what you're talking about.
But anyway, thanks for you taking the time to hear what I'm saying.
Absolutely, and we enjoyed talking to you, and that's all we wanted to ask you. We meant no disrespect.
Huh?
We meant no disrespect.
I understand.
Good luck to everyone.
And good luck to Scientific Mapp.
Yeah.
And all the
Majestic
kids.
Too.
Majestic too, all of them. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Word out. Peace.
Hey, Howard.
Peace out.
Howard.
Yeah.
Your name is funny too, yo.
Tell me about it. I don't like my name. All right, later.
All right, real.
Word out. I mean, peace out. I'm not good with those expressions. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, an exclusive.
Edward Mapp.
Edward Mapp, father of Scientific Mapp.
Wow.
And Majestic Mapp and Rashid.
Ramila.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, man, this is amazing. That makes it so good. You know, we were just talking about Playboy during the commercials. I had to do a commercial for Playboy magazine, and the Centerfold is 18 years old.
I can't believe you want to look at that.
You know what? Like, I have Playboy at home, and I was reading the interview with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah?
And I didn't really pay much attention to the Centerfold because I was like, who cares? I mean, now that I know she's 18, I'm like totally into it.
That's horrible, Howard.
I know.
You're almost 50.
No, I'm not. I'm 44. Don't put me into the 50 category. Damn, and you know I look 40. People have told me that. 39. Yeah. She said, "What is an 18-year-old?" She says that her philosophy is that 18-year-olds are better than 25-year-olds because they still remember how to have fun. Look at her. Look at it. If I want to look sexy, I wear see-through tank tops and undies.
See-through tank tops and undies.
Oh, God. Look at her.
Let's go naked.
What a gal.
Next is a guy's button-down shirt and socks, or maybe my boyfriend's T-shirt. She told her boyfriend when she was younger, she said, "I will be in Playboy by the time I turn 21," and she's already beaten her own ambition.
What do you mean she told her boyfriend when she was younger? When did she start dating?
I don't know. But when you have a body like this, probably
12.
really young. What a body on this girl.
What a piece
She is something. They got her showering.
She's clean, too.
Yeah, she sure is. She's in a bathtub 20% of the time in this magazine. Her breasts are incredible. And you can tell they're not implants, and they're young. They're young. They're so pert. Oh, give me that just for an hour, Robin. That's what I want for my birthday.
For an hour?
Remember you said I got you a good Christmas present? You have to get me something? Look at her ass, Robin. Sir, even you could appreciate this. You're not a lesbo, but look at this. Look at her ass go like perfectly round like that.
Oh, come on. They drew that in.
No, you can't draw that. No one can draw that. Oh.
It rises to meet the ceiling.
And that really gets to you guys, huh?
What's the best Valentine gift you received? You know what gets me? A naked girl with little white socklets and these blue sandals. Look at that.
Yeah, I saw that pose, and I said, that'll be his favorite picture. She's got the anklets on.
And she's on her back, and her breasts are straight up in the air. What's the best Valentine's gift you received? My boyfriend gave me this soft red shirt. Sounds simple, but a gift from someone you love is the best. Were you self-conscious about your body while shooting these pictures? When you pose nude, you can't hide your flaws. It was weird at first, like she has any flaws.
What flaws?
But by the end of the week, I was walking around buck naked going, I don't need a robe.
I don't think her flaws are obvious.
Yeah. What flaw does she have? Look at her ass.
Only flaw, she's not here.
And she's on the bed with her ass up in the air and her legs spread. That's a great view. Oh, that's such a great view. 18 years old. Oh, that's insane. That is insane. She is killer, man. This is killing me. I'm throwing this Playboy right
Yeah, I think you should burn that Playboy.
Get the crap out of here. It's killing me. Good Lord Almighty. Hey, Hank the Angry Dwarf is on the phone. I'll give him about a minute. I'm sure he's drunk.
Angry Dwarf.
Are you drunk?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a little buzz on.
You got a buzz? What'd you drink so far this morning? It's 7:30, by the way.
No. Yeah, I know.
Here in New York.
Probably since about 4, 5 o'clock. So.
You wake up early, though, if you do your drinking.
Well,
you know what's weird about
Hank?
Hank?
Hangover.
Oh, you had a hangover?
Yeah, so it helps to kill the hangover when you start drinking again. It's like...
So you woke up to drink to get rid of your hangover?
Exactly, Rob.
Let me understand something. Like, what were you drinking yesterday?
Oh, a lot of different beer, wine.
Right. And you went out to a bar and drank?
Yeah, I was doing karaoke. I ran into an old girlfriend of mine. And,
it's karaoke.
She knows who I am, and she says that you have a picture of me on the dressed up as Superman.
Yeah, this is real funny. I don't know if you saw the E! Show last night. We were interviewing Jim Cameron.
She told me about it. I didn't even know. And I mean, I watch your show more than she does.
Anyway,
she knew about it.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, we had Jim Cameron, the director, on the E! Show last night. And what's funny about it, even Gorillo said, is that there's a big picture of Hank the Dwarf now with our new set, with his Superman outfit flying over Jim Cameron's head. And people said it's so funny to watch Jim Cameron.
Wait, who's Jim Cameron?
He's the guy who directed Titanic.
And the inventor of Scotch.
Yeah, he invented Scotch.
Well, tell him I drank a lot of that.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me understand one last thing here, Hank.
But wait a minute, I'm most interested in the fact that he said he ran into an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, that's even more interesting.
Well, I used to work with her. She's not really like a girl.
Oh,
she's a friend who's a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Not like you dated her.
Good thing you picked up on that. So anyway,
you know what I mean, though.
You drank last night, a lot of different things. And what time did you go to bed?
Oh, I said about 3, 4.
3 or 4, but you say you woke up at 4 to drink.
Somewhere, I don't keep track of it's hard to keep track of time.
What do you want, a speakerphone?
Yeah. No, but a cordless one.
Yeah, can you get on a regular phone?
I don't have one.
Oh. He has the worst phone.
I do.
You know what it is? He'd have a regular phone, but it hangs so high on the wall he can't reach it.
Yeah, this one he can carry around with him.
So you go to a bar, you sing karaoke, and you drink.
Yeah, but I did one of the best shows they've ever done.
You got to get him in here to do karaoke.
Would you come in here and do karaoke?
You gonna pay my way?
Sure.
Yeah.
I talked to Gabby a couple of days ago.
Hold on, okay?
All right.
Bye.
All right.
I got to see him do this karaoke. He claims he's the best at it.
He had a good show the other night. He goes to a bar and drinks and does karaoke. Now he thinks he's in show business. There's one more woman on the phone who wants the breast implants.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sure we'll hear from a lot of them, but Sharon, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard, how are you?
Okay, now you have an accent?
Yes.
What are you, Scottish?
Scottish.
That's what I thought. How old are you?
29 today.
29?
Yep.
You sound much older, you know that?
Oh.
Where do you live?
Upstate New York.
Mm-hmm. And you sent us a letter because you want breast implants?
Yeah. I need help. I need boobs. My husband strays a couple of times a year, and I think it's just for women with boobs.
Uh-huh.
Your husband is cheating on you.
Yeah.
And you caught him cheating?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know he's cheating?
Well, I knew he was cheating when I left and went back to Scotland for 6 months. It was my friend.
Was cheating with your friend?
Yeah.
And you think it's because you're so flat?
Yeah.
What cup size are you?
A.
A cup?
Yeah.
And are you just nipple, or do you have more than a nipple?
Just nipple. When I was at school, my uncle stuck a sign on my back one day that said, "This side round for rape."
What did she say, Robin?
What?
I don't know what you're saying. I forgive me, the Scottish accent is bizarre.
Okay, he put a sign on me.
He put a sign on you?
That said, "This side round for rape."
Oh, this side round for rape?
Yeah.
Wait, your husband put a sign on you?
Uncle.
An uncle?
Yeah.
And your uncle put a sign on you? On your backside?
No, on my front. This side round for rape.
And this side for rape?
Yeah.
In other words, because you're so flat, the guy wouldn't know
Couldn't
which...
tell the back from the front.
Yep.
How old were you when your uncle put a sign on you saying this side for rape?
18.
18. Yeah. You are flat. Did anybody rape you as a result of the sign?
No.
No.
Nice family.
Who's your uncle, the Marquis de Sade? What the hell? Your uncle hung a sign on you saying this side for rape?
Yep.
And how long did you have to wear that?
Oh, just until... I mean, I knew he had done it. It was just a joke between the family and stuff.
Who's your uncle, Ted Kennedy? This side for rape.
You know, when we had Jenny Jones in here, she talked about how her father used to make fun of her because of her small breasts.
Right.
And here's another. I never knew this was going on.
Well, look at your breasts. Who's going to make fun of those? Of course it's not going on in your house. Nobody's going to make fun of those pontoons. You've got beautiful ones.
I just can't imagine people doing this.
Got beauties. Mm.
And so you think your husband's cheating on you because you don't have boobs?
Yeah.
He's flat.
And you don't mind, I guess you mind him cheating, but you're not going to leave him. You're going to try to get boobs first.
Yeah.
How do you look otherwise? Are you pretty?
I guess.
Because maybe it's more than just boobs. Might be your fat ass.
Well, why did he marry you in the first place? He must have found her
I
attractive.
think he fell in love with the accent.
Yeah, and that gets pretty old after a while.
Yep.
All right, listen to me. You sound like you got a pretty bad story.
So wait a minute. Now, he ran around with your best friend.
Yeah.
And are you still friends?
No.
Oh.
Is he doing you every once in a while?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to me. How much you weigh?
135.
135?
Yeah.
How tall?
5'7".
Yeah? And you're in decent shape?
Yeah. For having 2 kids, yeah.
All right, listen to me. I'll put you in the contest. Maybe you'll come down here and you'll be part of the beauty pageant.
Yeah, she has a pretty sad story.
Yeah. Because you could end up winning.
Thank you.
All right, hold on. That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know I want to see that.
Remember, ladies, we're giving away a boob job.
Yeah, we sure are. Hey,
and guys, I guess.
Yeah.
You know how...
Michael, you're on the air. What? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was wondering, remember how you said that, you always had a smell around your, testicles?
What did he say, Robin?
You had a smell around your testicles? You talked about that?
I talked about smelling my own testicles?
No, remember, all right. Remember, you said you always had a smell around your testicles.
What did he say, Robin?
You always had a smell around your testicles?
Yeah.
I don't have no smell.
You said it before.
Well, my ass smells because I'm a man. And if I make a duty, I smell. I didn't say my testicles smell.
Well, anyway, all right.
What do you mean, anyway?
This is the premise of your phone call.
First of all, where are you from?
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Well, what are you calling us for? You can't hear us.
Where are you?
Bye.
Yeah,
A confused man.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
So I'm looking in the newspaper today. The headline in the New York Post is $13 million an episode for ER.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the show ER? NBC, this is so great. CBS gets football, Fox gets football, ABC keeps Monday Night Football. Everybody's paying a fortune for football.
All this football, yes.
All this football. So NBC's freaking out because they don't have any football now. And everyone in the paper saying, not only that, ER, they can jump to another network because...
They already lost Seinfeld. They won't have that moneymaker.
Yeah. So now, all of a sudden... Oops, there you go. Anyway, so now, NBC was so afraid of losing ER, a show they used to pay $1.5 million a week an episode, is now $13 million an episode.
And,
I mean, they got to feel dumb.
But you know what cracks me up? I understand that Dick Ebersol was on another station yesterday saying that Mel was silly to pay all this money for football.
Well, of course he'd say that. That's what they said about Mel when he paid $92 million for this station.
Yeah.
Or $90 million or whatever it was at the time, and now it's worth a fortune. Something like that. Or he paid $40 million.
But how could you say it's stupid to pay that money for football and then pay $13 million for something that costs $1.5 million?
Because Dick Ebersol's an idiot. The point is, it's not stupid to pay $4 billion for football if you can make money with it.
That's right.
Not only that,
and I guess it's not stupid to pay this money for ER.
No, but man, from $1 million to $13 million for a show they already had.
Sounds like price inflation to me.
Yeah. Hey, the guys who make ER, Warner Brothers, they got to be laughing all the way to the bank.
Absolutely. And if you look at the two deals, I think the stupider of the two
is
the ER deal.
Yeah. Because football will always bring in an audience.
Absolutely.
ER might not.
That's right.
That's the difference. But, hey, what do I know? I'm not buying anything.
You're not paying anything.
No. This is disc jockey in England I met. He's a disc jockey. He just bought a whole television network.
That's what those two girls told us the other day.
Yeah.
And he was a silly guy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how to get in that whole game.
I don't know.
It's like Monopoly. I played Monopoly my entire vacation because I have no life.
Who'd you play with?
My kids.
At least you have somebody to hang out with.
Yeah. They barely want to hang out with us. They're busy with their own friends.
Yeah, you're losing them too.
Yeah. But, because they're just starting to get the age where you can play with them and stuff.
And they're interesting to talk to.
Yeah, now they want nothing to do with me. Joanne, you're on the air.
All right, thank you.
Hi.
Good morning.
Yes.
Hi, Howard.
Hey, baby.
How are you? I was just wondering if maybe I could get in on your contest.
Yeah, sure. Tell me your story, and then I'll pick 5 women to come down here and be part of the beauty pageant.
Oh, all righty. What happened was, about half a year ago, I went and had breast implants.
Go ahead.
One of them went bad.
What kind? Saline?
The ones in the bag with the saline, right?
Yeah.
And what happened was, one of them went bad where it had, like, blisters in it.
Cool.
They had to remove it.
I personally like that look, but go ahead.
Like a little ridge on your...
It's a little weird when you're trying to, eat off a tray because it kind of, teeter-totters on the one side only, So what happened was they took the bag out and they closed it up, but it left like a bit of air in it.
Yeah.
So it's like a pocket.
So it blew out like a snow tire.
Almost, yeah, but that's how they left it.
How can they do that?
And the doctor that I had, he passed away. So I've been waiting all this time to get another appointment with another doctor that's familiar with that type of operation.
Right.
And I haven't come across anything. If they want to give me this other type of stuff, but if they do, they would have to move the remaining breast to match it with whatever newer technique they have.
I don't think we can deal with this woman.
Why not?
She's got complications.
Who cares?
And they want to do one type of breast job. I don't know.
Yeah. I say she gets, at least you have to give her consideration.
I don't know if it's possible. This guy just wants to go in through her belly button and put some boobs in. She's got things to be coming out. And
Hey, you didn't say what kind of breast job.
Yes, he did.
Hey, honey, what size are your bags now?
Well, one side is like 34C.
Right.
And the other side is basically it doesn't have a measurement at all. It's just it's just like a kangaroo's pouch.
Really?
Wow.
It's just there because, when they do the slit underneath,
that's gotta be.
It's like folded as if, like I would have gone like the very next day after they did the operation, but they never did. I never got to go back.
Wow, this sounds pretty weird, huh, Robin?
And it's really tough.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a woman with a kangaroo pouch.
Do you have trouble taking your clothes off during sex?
No, it's just weird, because...
She don't care. She don't have to look at it.
Yeah, and usually I turn to the side that has the good breast on it, so the other side is sort of like obscure.
Yeah, I would wrap a sheet over your bad side, that's all.
Right.
That's what I do.
And I was just wondering if maybe I could be on a new contest to try to get, maybe something to do with it.
All right, hold on.
I certainly think you qualify.
Yeah, I'd say so. Hold on, okay?
I just don't know if there's any help for you.
God damn, a lot of issues out there, I tell you.
Sheesh.
We might need to
a can of worms you open up?
Michelle, you're on the air. Hey, baby. You there? No, Michelle? Hey, Michelle. I gave her a chance, Robin, but she's not there.
Well, sorry, Michelle. Missed your opportunity.
That other woman sounded really weird. Maybe she should wear a bra like a pirate's patch and just
Yeah, can you imagine
cover
she
one
got
of them.
one breast that's a 34C, and then she got another breast that's off the meter.
Hey, Ryan, you're on the air.
Hey, I wanted to tell you, I watched MTV during the Super Bowl for the halftime show.
Why?
They got this thing called Celebrity Deathmatch on. The first match it's this claymation fighting thing. They have you versus Kathy Lee.
Is that right?
A claymation of me fighting Kathy Lee?
Yeah.
What kind of claymation fight is that? I'm going to win.
How do you know?
You think Kathy Lee could kick my ass?
Kathy Lee is pretty angry.
She's angry, but she's going to beat me
and
up.
when people are angry, sometimes they fight better.
I could kick her ass.
I bet you she beats you.
Have they ever done this before?
No.
Yeah, they did one with Marilyn Manson versus Charles Manson.
Who won? Charles Manson.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson won.
He won?
Yeah.
How do they figure that? Charles Manson's crazy. He'll kill you.
But Charlie has to send other people to do his dirty work.
Oh, right.
So
Big
maybe
pussy.
he can't fight himself.
Maybe you're right. I mean, does Marilyn look like he can fight?
No.
No.
I don't think he's a fighter either.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't understand it. A claymation match between me and Kathy Lee. I'll watch it, but I got to tell you something. I'll win.
You don't win? What? You're going to sue?
I'm going to sue. I'm going to have a lawsuit. The damages. Thank you. Good Lord. Never heard anything so stupid. Yeah, Sheila, go ahead. Hey, and I got a guy here who wants to come in next.
Hello?
Who has 2 huge tattoos of me and you on his back, and he wants us to sign him so he can have it tattooed onto his back.
Amazing.
I want to see that. Yeah, Sheila.
Hey, oh my God, it's about time.
Also calling up an expert on how to have an affair without your wife finding out.
Yeah, where's he?
He's coming up.
Yeah, baby. Well, I originally called about phone sex. I had some questions for you.
Yeah, sure.
But then I'm standing here and I'm looking. Maybe I need a boob job, too.
What size are you?
About 34C.
You don't need a boob job, honey. How tall are you?
Well, 5'5".
5'5", and you're a C cup?
Yeah.
How much you weigh?
About 120.
Honey, you can C cup with 120, 5'5". That's nice. C cup. No, you're in good shape.
No, I look pretty good, but everybody can use some extra boobs.
Well, I don't know if I would mess with them if they look. If
Well,
you
we got hard luck cases here, though.
Yeah, honey, we got one with a kangaroo pouch on her chest.
They deserve it more than me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I originally called because I've been listening to you for like 10 years.
You got an annoying voice.
Well, I lost it last night.
Yeah, I'll say.
All right. Well, you don't have to tease
Why don't you call me when it comes back?
Well, because it takes
Who'd want to
3
have
hours
phone
to get
sex with
through.
you?
Oh, please.
Please.
It doesn't usually sound like this.
All right.
Bear with me. But anyway, I'm wondering, I certainly wouldn't have phone sex with this voice, but that's what I'm wondering about. I've never heard you talk about that.
About phone sex?
Yeah.
What do you want to know? I've talked about phone sex.
Well, I must not have been listening that day.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. I want some advice.
Oh, shut up. You want some advice. Okay, ask me the question. She's an idiot. If you need advice, there's something wrong with you.
What is she asking advice about, phone sex?
Yeah, get on the phone and talk to somebody. And Jesus
Wants
Christ.
to know who to do it with.
Talk about your vagina. That'll get a guy going. Ridiculous. Okay, on the talk shows today, we have Rosie O'Donnell has Wayne Gretzky and Peter O'Toole. Good. I'm glad her show can't attract any guests.
Well, Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time.
Oprah's topic, talk show host Christina Ferrari, reasons behind women's loss of sexual desire.
We got to watch that. This
Why?
woman is now running around talking about how for years she did not want sex.
Yeah.
And somehow or other she's now figured out a way now to be sexually interested again.
What an idiot.
And she claims this is something that happens to a lot of women.
I think it happened to my wife. She really isn't that
well,
interested.
then maybe you'd better watch. Why
Letterman's
doesn't she come on this show and talk about it?
Letterman's got the Spice Girls. They're on every show now. They were on Oprah yesterday.
Well, I think, they can fast see that 15 minutes winding down.
Yeah, when you start doing Letterman and Oprah and everything and you're trying to get people to buy your record, I think it's over.
Yeah.
And the Tonight Show has Bruce Willis and Dom DeLuise and Donald Trump.
Oh, they're in reruns again, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought Jay Leno never takes a break.
Somebody said to me he's appearing in Atlantic City.
Conan has Pete Townsend from The Who. He wanted to come on our show, but I said no.
Pete Townsend?
Yeah. Who cares about him? You care about him?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what did you ask him?
I don't know if he'd be a good interview. He'd certainly be interesting.
I'd rather talk to chicks about breast implants.
Well, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. Hey, maybe I'm nuts. All right. When we get back, a guy with a tattoo on his back the size of his entire back of me and Robin, he wants me to sign it, and then we're going to find out how to cheat on our wives without getting caught. Check out the E! Show tonight, the girl with 4 nipples and the B.J. Thomas incident. Don't miss tonight's wild episode where you'll meet a girl with 4 actual nipples. Is she a freak of nature? I wonder. Plus, see the singer-songwriter B.J. Thomas refusing to perform on the show. Tonight on the Great E! Show, it's always freaky. Here's a great musical moment from Crackhead Bob singing Honky Tonk Woman, the Rolling Stones song with the Crackhead Bob rendition.
I murder such a ballroom thing inside this. She died to take me, starved it for my bride.
Everybody loves this.
She died to feed me, died to Porsche holder.
Sell it, baby.
That dang thing to think you thought I'd find.
Yeah. Remind everybody also that February is Black History Month, and we will honor it with various vignettes, great moments in Black history.
Adventures in Negro history.
And we will bring it all to you on this program. One of the few radio programs that honors our ethnic differences. Right, Robin?
That's right.
Yeah, and we have some more private parts, movie theater lobby stand-ups to give away, courtesy of Warner Brothers Records. Bring in this guy real quick who has a giant tattoo of us, and then the guy I see he's already on the phone who tells us how to have the perfect secret affair.
He's on the phone.
He is on the
His
phone.
identity will be kept secret.
No, his name is Nick Chapman. He wrote a book about it.
Is he married and has he had affairs?
We're going to find out in just a couple of minutes. Hold on to that beautiful thing of yours. Where is this guy? He got these huge tattoos of me and you on his back.
Let's see what this looks like.
I'm always fascinated by this. I'm fascinated by bad tattoos. Here he is.
Is this the dude?
Hey, he looks angry. The two of them look angry.
He certainly looks too old to have done this.
Hey, I thought it was going to be like a kid. This guy's no kid. How you doing, guys?
Good morning.
Good morning. Take a seat.
Good morning.
You guys look like bikers or not even bikers, but like gangsters.
Gangsters, yeah.
Yeah, are you gangsters?
No.
You are not?
No.
What do you guys do for a living?
I tattoo.
Oh, are you a tattoo artist?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you look like you work out with weights or something?
Not anymore.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. These guys look like a beat your ass or something. Have you guys ever beaten somebody's ass?
Never.
All right. Can you guys get close to that microphone, please? All right.
You just lift that up. It won't break.
Now, Gary never helps anybody with the microphones. He just runs out.
They think they all know.
Or Gorillo. I don't know who it is. They think everybody knows about radio.
Yeah.
What does your buddy do? Is he a tattoo artist, too?
No, I'm a house painter.
Really? Because you guys look scary.
Who's the guy with the tattoos? I figured, because he's the tattoo artist.
Gorillo, I got to tell you something. You might be the stupidest human being on the planet.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you take the microphones and you actually now put them away from their face.
I did not.
Look what... Guys, can you just move those microphones near your mouth? I got an idiot for an intern. Thank you. All right, go back in the other room. Go to California already. Why are you still here? A dope. You got any dopes working with you over at the tattoo place?
No, we don't hire dopes.
You don't?
No.
Huh, well, they all come here. We hire.
You are heavily tattooed. I mean, you have tattoos
all over.
All over.
Yep.
Oh, that's not hair. Those are tattoos.
No, you thought that was hair?
Yes, I thought, oh, what hairy arms.
Yeah, I don't get the whole sleeve thing. I never got that. Because the tattoos all run together, you can't even see anything. It all looks like one big mass of ink.
No, but people got to stare at you.
They stare at you.
They have to see what you got. They'll just stare at you.
You like that?
I don't notice it anymore.
I've heard tattoo guys go, we don't like it, man. People stare at us, and, they may treat us like
Well,
freaks.
didn't you get it so people would look?
I think so.
Yeah, partly.
Yeah, I see. All right, now show me what's on your back. You tattooed me and Robin on your back?
Yeah, his shop did it on my back.
Oh, on your back.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
And you got the tattoo on your back.
Yeah.
Did you do the work?
No, a couple of guys that worked with me did.
All right, okay. And how long does it take to get a giant picture of me and Robin put on your back?
Yours was 5 hours and Robin's was 2.
Uh-huh. Did it hurt?
Oh, yeah.
It hurt. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it did, right.
Yeah.
5 hours.
I tell you, I got tattooed, but I didn't do no 5 hours.
Howard, you got to see it. I mean, the artwork's good, but it's just really odd to look at.
Now, why me and Robin? Are we your heroes? I mean, I imagine...
No, not heroes. I'm just a big fan.
Right.
And then when I met George.
When I had seen.
Well, no, when I had seen.
Yes.
Crackhead.
When you saw. Stop making it more complicated than it was.
Yeah, when you had seen.
When I had met Crackhead Bob. At,
right.
All you did was meet Crackhead Bob.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Frankie's book signing.
Yeah.
I had already had your tattoo the second day after the Philadelphia book signing.
Yes.
And I saw his arms and I was like, who the hell did that?
Right.
It looked,
It looked ridiculous.
Yeah,
and then you went and did it.
Well, no, I already had.
You said, hey, Crackhead Bob looks ridiculous. I'm going to look ridiculous, too. All right, let me see. Take off your shirt and let me see your back, as I'm dying to see this.
He may need to come over by you, Howard, too.
Why?
Because you really got to get the full...
detail.
Oh, really?
Oh, there. Oh.
There we are. Oh. Look at that. There I am. I'm wearing my sunglasses and a nice sports jacket, and my hair is flowing. Robin, I see it's you with your short dreads. Is that how you look now?
Yeah, but I think it's just... I don't know what it is.
Wow, that's a real mess. Let me see. Turn around. I mean, they did nice work.
Yeah, I mean, it's good artwork. But
it's just me and you
it's
on his
a
back. Now, let me ask you this. You want us to sign this work, and then you will have that tattooed as well? Wow.
Yeah.
I see. All right. Well, I'm willing to do that.
He's
down this
got to
far.
complete this work.
Oh, that's quite an honor. Thank you. I mean, to be on somebody's back like that.
It's amazing.
Do you have any other tattoos, or this is it?
No, I have a couple. I have a couple cartoons.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Where are they?
My arm, my leg.
Let me see that. Take your shirt off for a second. Let me see what's going on you. As long as we got you here already. And then we're going to learn how to have an affair.
Cartoons. He's got cartoons and us.
Yeah, well, okay. A lot of people who like cartoons like us. Let's face it, Rob, we're not that intellectual. Let me see what you got on your arm.
Oh, there you go.
All right, let me see. Turn around.
It's, you know what that is? It's Daffy Duck when he plays a character where
Darkling.
What is it?
Darkling Duck?
It's Darkling Duck.
Darkling
It's
Duck.
Daffy Duck in a cape, you know, as a character.
Is that when Daffy Duck becomes a vampire?
No, this is Disney. Daffy is Warner Brothers.
Oh. Darkling Duck is...
Darkwing.
Darkwing?
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
I see. I can't get a microphone.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, do you know what's going on here?
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Just lean into that microphone when you talk. Now, who again is Darkwing Duck?
It's a Disney character.
I see. And you like him?
Yeah.
You're a fan of Darkwing?
Yeah.
Who is better, me or Darkwing Duck?
You.
You know, even the tattoo guy's like, Jesus, you should see what comes into our shop.
Without a doubt.
Isn't it weird when a guy walks in and goes, I need Darkwing Duck put on my arm?
We've had weirder, actually.
Hey, really? What's the weirdest thing someone had put on?
The weirdest I've done?
Yeah.
I did an erect penis on a bodybuilder girl's chest one time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. She must have been easy.
No, I don't. She was bigger than me. I wasn't going to
I see.
find out.
Now, and then there's a picture of a woman on your chest as well. Now, who is that?
Girlfriend.
That's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Still your girlfriend?
We don't know.
Oh, my God. And she's
let
on
me
your
see
chest.
her.
Yeah. Turn around. Let Robin see that.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
And you don't know if she's going to stay with you? Oh, dear.
The tattoo guy's laughing. Look at this. He's like, this is my business.
Aren't there some rules, tattoo guy, like don't get a girl on your chest?
Well, that's what we try to tell them, but they very rarely listen.
Can't you say to a guy, listen, have you committed to a mental institution rather than do this to you?
Do you ever try to talk anybody out of something? All the time.
Really?
Like what? Anything racist.
What do people ask for?
Like swastikas and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll put it on if they really insist. No, you will not.
No, we
You will not do swastikas. Is there anything else you won't do? Like the word nigger or something like that?
Yeah, anything like that, and there's certain areas of body wound tattoo.
No, the penis?
Which is,
inside of the lip.
Oh,
really? Now, why is that?
I mean, the penis.
Because there's no skin really there. It's a membrane, and it doesn't hold up, and it's real painful, and it's really disgusting to do.
Why would anybody want the inside of their lip?
I know a guy who just did it.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, he put the word, the F word right in his mouth. Yeah.
Well, who do you know?
I know this guy. I know him.
I'm staying away from you.
Now, wait a second. Don't you put that shirt on. There's a whole bunch more to explore.
I was just going to sit down.
All right, that's Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not even familiar with Darkwing
I don't know
Duck.
Darkwing.
Right. Do you have women who come in who want their, like guys want their penises tattooed. Will you do that?
No.
You will not do it.
We haven't had anybody ask for it.
Mm-hmm. Do white guys come in and say, put the word nigger on my chest or something?
No.
They do not.
I did have one guy come in with a Christ head on a cross, and where it says INRI,
yeah,
he wanted a swastika tattooed there.
He did. And you wouldn't do it?
No.
And so what did he do? Did he go to another shop?
I would imagine so.
All right, but you don't care. That's not the way you're going to make your money.
Right.
I see. All right. Now, okay, in addition to Darkwing Duck, Robin, would you be attracted to a guy with a Darkwing Duck on his arm?
I don't think so.
Oh, I see.
Especially, I mean, he's very proud of it, too. No, this is not Daffy. He's Warner Brothers. This is Disney.
Right. You don't like Daffy Duck?
No, it's not that I don't. It's just that, everybody has Daffy.
Right. Yeah.
Believe me, you do, too.
That's Daffy Duck, dude. All right, and turn around. Let me see what's on your back. I'm fascinated with your choices.
Just got a little weird cross there.
Yeah, a little cross, and there's me and Robin. And then what's that on the left arm?
Flower arrangement.
I mean, the right arm. Oh, that's a flower arrangement? That's a nice one. I like that.
Flower arrangement.
It's a turtle.
It's a turtle.
Oh, that's a turtle?
I don't know what
Oh, I see. That's what the problem is. All right. Well, that's a turtle. All right. Looks like a
So now, with you, look at he must shave half his chest.
Right. Now, what do you
so
do?
that you can continue to see his girlfriend all the time.
Otherwise, your girlfriend would be covered in hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do? Every day you shave your chest down?
Every time I shave my face, I shave my chest. Yeah.
Right, so that people can see your girlfriend clearly.
Just so,
Right. Now, when you did that, was your girlfriend very impressed?
No, that's when she left.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, right.
You went out and got her tattooed on your chest.
Before it was actually, I already had a date for it, and then it was kind of like, we don't know. Well, I didn't know anyway.
Right. You didn't know if you'd still be with her.
Yeah.
And you just went ahead with it anyway.
Yeah.
I see.
I like tattoos.
Right.
I like them.
So you run out of stuff to figure out what to put on
you find a new girl?
Right. Did you think you'll feel weird when the person takes a
Well, he'll grow hair over this one's face.
That's all.
So I'll make her into a guy with a beard.
That's all.
He'll be like John Cougar Mellencamp. Remember he came in here and had to put a mustache on an old girlfriend because he got her tattooed on his arm?
Yeah, that was a real scary tattoo.
I just like the artwork that they do.
Yes.
And
All right, what's the name of your shop? I'll give you a plug.
Lotus Tattoo.
Lotus Tattoo, where is that?
It's in Sayville, Long Island.
Sayville, Long Island, all right. And there you go. There's some nice work there. That's very nice.
Now, you can do the autograph?
I will do the autograph right now. And when we come back, we're going to find out how to cheat on your wife and never get caught.
Why are you having this man on?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, baby.
I figure there's some guy out there who wants to hear this.
Oh, it's not for you.
No, and I figure women want to hear it, too, so they can catch their husbands.
Well, how can you catch him?
Because you'll know now what to look for. The hell do I know? I have no clue. It's just unbelievable. Oh, wait, let me just clear off the phones before we get to all this. This is Amy. Amy, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I've been waiting for like 2 hours to talk to you.
Well, then you must have something very important to say.
No, my birthday was yesterday, and I wanted to call and talk to you, but it was busy for like 3 hours. I skipped school and everything.
How old are you?
I turned 18 yesterday.
And you're in high school?
I'm a senior.
I see. And you skipped school to talk to me on your birthday?
Yes, and I'm skipping school right now.
You are?
Crazy.
I see. Well, you have nothing to say to me.
I just wanted to talk to you, say hi, I don't know.
Yeah, you love me?
I think you ought to go to school next time you have these urges.
Are you saying you love me?
Yes, I love you.
You do?
Yes.
Are you a hot 18-year-old?
Well, I think I am.
Really? Well, I'd like to take advantage of that. I forget what it's like to sleep with an 18-year-old.
How much does she weigh?
How much you weigh? I bet you weigh 90 pounds.
I don't weigh 90 pounds.
What do you weigh?
Maybe like, I don't know, like maybe like 125.
125? How tall are you?
5'4".
Yeah? That's a little chubby. That is a little chubby. 5'4", 120 pounds?
Yeah.
That's chubby, right, Fred?
Yeah, a little bit. 18?
A little bit. 18? What, do you got cellulite on your ass?
Oh my God! Now you're being mean to me.
Do you have cellulite?
What?
Do you have cellulite?
No, I have big boobs.
What size?
36D.
D?
Yeah.
Wow, imagine in high school having 36 Ds.
You go to a co-ed high school?
Yeah.
Are you having sex with a lot of the guys there?
No.
Have you had sex yet?
Yeah.
Are you not a virgin? Well, I'd like to shag a virgin.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. I'll just shag her rotten. Yeah, baby.
You still wish you'd had a virgin, even at this age.
Yeah, it was impossible for me to get it. But no girl wanted to look at my face and think of me as the first one. You know what I mean? You guys ever have a virgin tattoo, guys?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had one? No kidding.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Even you?
But I was a virgin, so it was...
Yeah, but even still, you had one. I never had one. Every girl I had was completely used. Like they'd been through the mill already. It's true. Yeah, like all of them had like 12 guys already.
But you know what I was sitting there thinking, and I said, no, I wouldn't have wanted a virgin.
Yeah, I would have.
No, I meant no girl wants to be with a guy when it's his first time.
Nah. I just like something clean. You know, where no guy's been. You know,
you're there blazing the trail.
Yeah, I'd like to blaze some trail. Why not? Yeah, I'd like to break her in.
Did you ever have a virgin friend?
Absolutely not.
No, Fred's a loser too. You know, total loser.
It's like the stuff that you ask girls to do for you, and they go, could you do this with me? He said, no, I tried that about 18 times.
Hey, Fred, when are you gonna get? Fred, when are you gonna get some ink?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, you got to get some ink. You know, you got to get a picture of me and Robin on your back.
There you go.
Like this guy right here.
He's with you all the time.
Go out there to Sayville and get it done.
There could be worse places to get it, though.
All right. Yeah, you think about some ink, Fred?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, you got to get that. Fred with some ink, you forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Maybe you never had a virgin, but you have some ink.
Yeah, some ink.
That I can get.
Yeah. I'm going to get some more ink.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not done yet.
You got it all over those guys who had virgins.
What did yours, mean? What is...
I don't know. No, it's my birth sign.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's just as stupid as your girlfriend being on your chest after you broke up with her.
But it's not as stupid as Darkwing Duck.
No. Mine's much better than Darkwing Duck, right, Robin?
That's right.
Yeah.
And what is the turtle about?
He's as stupid as a turtle.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. No, really, why you get a turtle, of all things? You got a duck on one arm and a turtle on another.
And actually, believe it or not, they're both cover-ups from girls' names being on there.
Oh,
is that
you're
right?
kidding.
Yeah.
Girls' names.
He's always putting girls on and then losing them.
Yeah, dude. Maybe you ought to stay away from the girlfriend.
Yeah, for a while anyway.
Yeah, right.
Because what are you going to cover up that big thing in your
I'm not going.
chest with?
I'm not. I don't. You know.
He's got a huge picture of his girlfriend in like a belly shirt and jeans on his whole chest. Like you get a new girlfriend, she's got to stare at that. You tried to talk him out of it?
No.
No, you didn't.
I know better than talking.
Yeah, right. You can't even. You just let him. How much you pay for that?
I don't remember.
Huh?
It's like $160 maybe.
Well, that's a good price. The guy at least made it look like a girl.
Yeah.
You don't know if it looks like his girl.
They're all really fair at his shop too.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
They're all really nice and.
Well, you look like nice guys.
Yeah, they are.
Guys look like murderers. Tattoo guys are scary. What do you got?
How did you get into the tattoo business?
Just something I've always wanted to do. Hung around tattoo shops when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, all right, honey. So now you're talking to me. What do you want to say?
I don't know.
You got D-cup breasts?
Yeah.
So you probably got a pretty good body.
Yeah.
Like you weigh 120, but like your breasts weigh 20.
Probably.
Right. Your ass is nice and tight?
Yeah.
How many guys have you slept with?
3.
3 guys?
Yeah.
At 18?
Yeah.
When did you start?
That sounds like the sluts I slept with.
What?
When I was 18.
When I was 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old was your first partner?
18.
Yeah, it sounds like the girls I used to sleep with.
Yeah.
They all been through the mill by the time I got them. And I always sucked compared to the other guys they were with, and they dumped me because they never could give them an orgasm.
Oh, dear.
But I give my wife an orgasm now with the vibrator. I figured out a solution.
If you had only had a vibrator then.
Oh, man, if I knew then what I know now, man. That's all. Okay. You talk to me. Thank you.
Howard.
What? Who's this? I hung up. Some guy on the line. I don't know what that was. Here's a girl who wants to get the breast implants we're giving away because she wants to go into pornography.
Okay.
Yeah, Gail?
Hi, Howard.
You want to be in porno?
Yeah, I do, and it's all because of you.
How's that?
That's great.
I won the massage with Taylor Hayes.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
Yeah.
And
weren't you a little chubby?
yeah, I was, and I lost like 10 more pounds since then.
10? That ain't put a dent in it. Honey,
it's getting there, Howard. It's getting
she was the girl naked on the floor?
That was me. I was naked on the floor.
Honey, you're not going to get into porn.
I have an appointment with somebody on Friday to go and talk to them on
Yeah, but wait till they see you.
Talk to anybody.
They'll talk to you because you sound hot, but I mean, you're chubby.
I'm
no
working
offense.
on that, though, Howard. You know, you gotta give me a break here.
You were built like the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Say it again. Say it again.
I said you were built like the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
I wasn't that bad. That's not what you said when I was on the radio.
I was trying to sell it a little bit.
Oh,
What?
thank you.
What is it? Here's Gary. What?
You know what? She's a very sweet girl. I had the microphone right on her. I mean, I was staring at her, but she's got a lot of extra, stuff going on down there.
Yeah, she's got a cellulite.
And not only that, she's at the age where you're getting out of porn.
Yeah. How old are you?
Right now I'm 30.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, honey. I don't think you're going to get into porn. Now you called somebody to get into porn?
Yeah, actually, someone had heard me on the radio,
Right.
and they had said to me, we've got a company, a production company, and he knew me when I was stripping a while ago.
Oh, you used to strip.
So yeah, and but I was heavier then. Now that I lost the weight, my breasts are starting to droop. I guess the word is they're not as firm as they used to be.
All right, listen, I'll put you into the contest, but we'll see. All right.
That's all I'm asking.
All right, Gail. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right. She's a little chunky to me. I don't know. I don't see her being in porn once I get a look at her. But hey, what do I know? Nick Chapman's up next. How to have the perfect secret affair. I'm going to sign your back during this thing, and you go over to the shop there and get yourself tattooed. Okay. All right. All right, Rob, we'll help this guy out.
Right.
So now he'll have our signatures on his back too. I think he's just making things worse. All right.
Well, at least he won't have to lose us, unless he someday finds another radio show he loves.
That's right, yeah. You're going to have to stick with us now, pal. Okay, we're going to be back right after these words. The Girl with Four Nipples and the B.J. Thomas incident tonight on the E! Show. Check it out. I'll give away some Private Parts movie theater lobby stand-ups all this week. And I'll try and replay that Blackwell list again because it's just too funny. But on our phone right now is Nick Chapman. He wrote a book that a lot of guys might want to check out, even women, too. How to have a secret affair, because, women can have affairs, too, Rob.
Well, let's hope this man wrote this from a good place.
Baby. Yeah, right. Nick,
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Howard. How you doing?
So did you have an affair?
Nick, are you hiding under a rock? We can hardly hear you.
Okay.
I hear him.
My first rule is never say what you've done, but let me say that I'm the man.
Right. Are you married?
No, I'm divorced.
Okay.
You got caught, didn't you?
Not really.
You just finally confessed to your wife?
Nope.
Says in your book, never confess to your wife. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Yeah, because it's only going to hurt her.
Absolutely.
Well, how do most men get caught?
Okay, men get caught basically three ways. Either through arrogance, carelessness, or stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much the leaving the receipt in the pair of pants.
Right.
But they just get messy.
They get sloppy, you say in your book.
They get arrogant about it. And actually, his penis is his worst enemy because if he comes home and his wife wants to have sex, he may be drained.
Right.
So guys really don't think about it. And Robin, I do carry a full section on women also. This is an equal opportunity.
By the way, Nick, most married women, though, I mean, most married men know their wives sort of have sex around the same time. It's almost like, well, it's like one day during the week. It's usually maybe on a Friday night or something. So you're saying plan your affair. Don't be all spent.
Well, absolutely. But women...
And we get overconfident, don't we, men? Because what we
think you can do it any time.
Yeah, and you get sloppy with the details.
Right.
And you stop to forget your excuses and stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. Now
Most men don't even get excuses.
A lot of men have guilt. That's the number one problem, right?
I think it's an equal thing with women. Women will tend to be more guilty than men.
Right. Now, what do you do? Like, a lot of guys get so guilty, they go ahead and they tell their wives what they've been up to, don't they?
They can't. They do it. What they should be doing is if they start getting guilty, and this again goes for women also, either you've got to get out of the affair. One of the big problems with having an affair is that mentally you're not prepared for it.
Right.
And you must be prepared for an affair.
How do you prepare for an affair?
Well, one of the things is you've got to realize what you're doing. You've got to ask yourself why you're doing it.
Right.
You've got to realize the consequences, what you have at stake.
Right.
And then when you go into it, you've got to set up for it properly, not just run out and find somebody. You've got to be prepared. There are different steps you can take in order to protect yourself and your family.
Now, you say that there's no fool like a sure fool. Be ready in case of discovery. Now, if you get caught, like Frank Gifford got caught,
right?
You should have a plan, right? Now, what kind of...
Frank Gifford's case, there's no way to get out of it, right?
What is... he really got bagged.
Yeah. I do say in my book that if you're in a high-profile position or in a dangerous position, you should not let the other person set the place for you.
Right.
You should do it yourself, so this way you know you're covered. You can't be set up.
All right. Now,
But if you do get caught, it depends on how you're caught. If somebody just sees you driving around, you may be able to talk your way out of it.
Right.
If they have pictures of you, you're a dead duck. There's no sense in adding insult to injury.
So how's a guy prepare for an affair? I mean, what does he do to protect himself if he gets caught? What are you talking about? Financially?
Okay, not so much financially. Well, financially also.
Yeah.
But there are certain things you can do. First of all, you can have your own credit card, which comes to a post office box.
Right.
Your wife doesn't get the receipts.
Yes.
The separate credit card.
Interesting.
Or you can have, if you insist on having a checking account that should be non-interest bearing, because some affairs get very expensive.
Right.
And you can't use cash all the time.
Right.
So by setting these things up, another trick is if you start putting numbers in your phone book.
Yes.
Let's say the number is 555-1234.
Right.
Make it 555-1236, and you know that the last digit is up by 2.
Right. All numbers should be up by 2. Interesting
so if
trick.
somebody checks your number.
Right.
And then if somebody goes...
Because all wives look through all your stuff,
yeah,
right?
It could be husbands or wives. It does work both ways.
Yes.
And in one section of my book, I do give tricks that you can use in order to see if your spouse is checking up on you.
How do you do that?
Well, for example, if you think they're going to go through your closet, leave some socks or pantyhose on the floor, and then mark one and put it between two tightly placed pieces of clothing. If your spouse moves the clothing, then it'll drop to the floor. It won't be conspicuous because it'll fit in with the other stuff. And then later on, you can see how it was marked.
Interesting.
And you'll know that they're checking up on you.
Very good. That's a very good tip.
Wait a minute, they could be just in there looking for your laundry.
Yeah, right.
Well,
how many women you know doing your laundry? All right, what are some other tips? You got any more?
Sure. Other things you can do is you can set a hair on your appointment book to see if it's been opened.
Yes.
Check that.
Interesting.
Also, you can call your credit card company.
Yes.
And ask if the copies your spouse had asked for are on their way. Now, you know you didn't order them.
Uh-huh.
If they are coming, then you know somebody's checking up on you.
I see. Now, how does a guy know when he's ready for an affair?
Well, that's one thing. You don't always know.
What are the
Sometimes
signs?
it's spontaneous,
Mhm.
and there's basically two rules. If you're going to do it off the cuff, tell the person as little as you know about, as little about yourself as you can.
Right.
If it's going to be more involved, you've really got to find somebody who's got as much to lose as you.
Ah.
And that's where Frank Gifford made his mistake.
Right.
She had nothing to lose.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, she gained a fortune over the whole thing.
Right. She had money to make on it.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Even though she was married.
Her husband seems to have understood.
Yeah. She has the one understanding husband in the world.
The only one.
All right. You say that there's a list that you've made. You know you're ready for an affair when? Give me a couple of those.
Okay, you know you're ready for an affair when everybody who says hello to you seems like a come-on.
Right.
Is that your case, Howard?
That's mine. It seems like everybody wants you, right?
Right.
Okay.
You roll over and have a cigarette before you have sex.
Right.
You start thinking about people you haven't seen for 5 years and fantasizing.
Right.
You're there.
Oh, that happened to me 10 years ago.
And
Yeah.
everybody starts looking good to you.
Yes.
And when you get my book, you start memorizing every word of it.
I think, how many do you have to say yes to before you know you're there?
All right. Now, a lot of guys I see get caught in crime in general when they take videotapes or photographs. Do a lot of married guys do this? They take photographs of their girlfriends and stuff?
Right. There's a bunch of taboos, things that people should never do.
All right. Maybe these are good to point out to the guys in the audience. All right. The 10 taboos of discovery, Robin.
All right. Here's some of the taboos. Number one, never bring anything or anyone into your home.
Right.
Oh, that's a big one.
In other words, don't bring your girlfriend into your house.
No, because two things can happen. Either they leave something behind,
Yes.
or sometimes you throw something in the garbage. Now, if your wife or husband's checking up on you, they could discover something in the garbage.
It's interesting.
And I think the spouse gets even angrier if the infidelity is going on in the home.
Yeah, at least if you do it outside the home.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's a lot better. Okay.
Don't ask me to explain, but women get particularly pissed.
Number 2.
Okay, never take photographs.
Right.
And Gary Hart was a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Never use joint credit cards for any purchases.
Okay, that makes sense.
Never change your appearance or attitude suddenly.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, some guys, they start going out and it goes to their head, and all of a sudden they start acting like a little kid. They start dressing fancier. Let's get the hair transplant. Let's go to the gym.
That's one of the sure signs. If a guy starts to change his hairdo, spiff up his clothes, lose
See, I don't
weight.
get that. Like, if you want to improve yourself and look better, you better not do it because your wife will think you're cheating.
Well, you don't have to be cheating, but it's an indication that something's going on with you.
Ah, interesting. Okay, and what?
You do it, Howard. You have to do it slowly.
Right.
What I'm saying is, don't all of a sudden go on this crash program because next Wednesday you got to lose 30 pounds.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. It says here, never suddenly change your normal routines. Why?
Okay, if you start going out 3 nights a week where you weren't going out at all, it might seem strange.
Right.
Now, if you know you're going to have an affair and you want to set a routine, what you should do is start going out before the affair, even if you just go to a movie.
Right.
And
start to disappear every once in a while.
Right.
Just to, change that routine.
Right, so they don't, so when you do go out, it doesn't seem so strange all of a sudden.
Now, you say never use your home phone for incoming or outgoing calls because there'll be a record of all your calls to your girlfriend.
Right. Also, what could happen is your husband or wife can pick up an extension.
That's right, and hear you talking to them.
Right, and
That's
it can be tapped.
That's right. There you go.
One thing I
So what are you supposed to do, go to the phone booth?
Go to a phone booth.
Cellular phones, by the way, are just as bad. They're very easy to tap.
Hey, and it says never tell anyone what you're doing. Never tell anyone.
You can't tell anybody about your affair?
What fun is that?
Well, it's either have some fun or end up with some, possibly
divorce
consequences,
I
divorce
see.
or whatever.
Well, what about who you choose to have this affair with?
Okay, who you choose, again, if it's somebody that is going to be long-term, and I call long-term anything over a year.
Right.
You really got to have somebody who's got as much to lose as you.
Right.
If they don't, then there's no problem for them.
Now, here's a good point. Never talk without thinking about what's coming out of your mouth, because you could slip up and call your wife your girlfriend's name, or you could actually
tell them something you think that they
Right.
experienced with you when you did it with your girlfriend.
Right.
Right. So you really got to think before you talk. That can become cumbersome, can't it?
Absolutely. But when you say, hey, honey, remember when we went to that restaurant last month?
Right.
What restaurant?
Mm.
You know, it could be a problem.
I see. Interesting. There's a guy on the line who wants to talk to you.
Okay.
A couple of people want to talk to you. Let's take a couple of questions for Nick Chapman. He's the author of How to Have the Perfect Secret Affair. How do you get this book?
Okay, I'm on the web at www.perfectsecretaffair.com.
Yeah.
And on the website, we have every day a tip of the day, an adventure of the week,
right?
Book highlights, and then people can join Club Affair. On Club Affair, we have a matching service where we set up your fantasy lover. You can go on our chat room. There's a monthly newsletter.
Wow, this is all for people.
So you assist people in having affairs.
Well, my attitude is it's a reality of life. Whether it's right or wrong, I can't judge.
Right.
But if you're going to do it, let's not hurt anybody.
And you say, it's difficult. How does a guy know or a woman know that someone is a willing partner? How do you read it in their eyes?
Okay, you do read it in their eyes. You read it through body language.
Mm-hmm.
And
so if I meet a girl and her legs are spread?
I think that's a go.
That's a go, right? All right, let's see who is on the line for you. This is Nick and Denise. Here's Denise. Go ahead, Denise.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
All right.
I just wanted to tell this guy, Nick, that I think he's a big loser.
Uh-oh, sounds like you've been...
Sounds like a dork. He needs to go out and do his little stuff.
It sounds like your husband cheated on you.
No, I don't have a husband.
Right.
No, my boyfriend wouldn't cheat on me.
That's what you think.
No, Howard, please.
Listen to your voice.
What? I just think he's a loser. He has
You do?
nothing else to write about.
All right. Well, he's a woman who doesn't like this.
And I'm sure there's...
Nice of you to use the S word on my show. I had to bleep her.
That's good.
All right, Jerry, you're on the air. Jerry.
This is Darren. I got the Oscar odds.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I want to talk to you.
All right.
All right. Got a little confusion there over who's Jerry and who's what. All right. Hold on. Oh, damn. It's hard working these phones. Especially when you have Stuttering John on the computer. John, you're killing me. You're killing me. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. How long was this guy married for?
How long were you married?
19 years.
And he had affairs the whole time?
I won't say, but the answer would be no.
Yeah, probably because that was the only chick that would ever give it to you. This guy take the marbles out of his mouth so you could understand him.
I got to tell you something. I think he's fairly articulate, and I think
he's right on the money with his advice.
He's right on the money. Why the hostility?
Yeah, what's up with that though? Well, I mean, the guy's sitting here telling everybody, what's he seen a couple of movies, and the movies tell him what to do?
No, in fact, I'm reading his book. It's rather detailed, and he says, dealing with guilt, how guys get sloppy or women get sloppy, how to get out of the affair that you're, So let's say you go out and have an affair, and then the chick thinks she's married to you. How do you get out of that?
If he doesn't like the woman, why didn't he just leave?
What are you talking about? The guy don't want to lose half his money?
Maybe he does like his wife. He's just looking for, as Howard wo's say, a little strange.
Yeah, maybe the guy just needs a little action on the side. His wife doesn't know, won't kill her.
What's up with the commitment?
About it.
He's sitting there talking. He's not talking.
You ever been married?
Oh, absolutely. I'm married right now.
How long?
How long?
4 years.
All right. Call me back in.
Know from what he's speaking.
Call you in another 3?
Call me in about. Call me in another 2.
Call you in another 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Reed, you're on the air.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Go ahead.
Dildos, long time, first time.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, man. Listen, my sister was living in Stamford, married to this guy for about 8 years.
Go ahead.
He was a traveling salesman, making about $200,000 a year out of the city.
Good money.
Traveling all over the country.
Right.
He developed a relationship with this gal in Atlanta. He thought he was being so sleek and so cool and so calm. What he didn't know is she was a psycho hose beast. She was keeping a journal of all of his of all of their relationships and their phone calls and their dates, and he had photographs.
Was she blackmailing?
Yes. Here's what happened. When he didn't realize that she was so manipulative, and when he didn't come through and finally leave my sister like he kept promising to her, he thought he was a little smarter than she was. She FedExed a package to my sister unbeknownst to him.
What about that, Nick? The vindictive bitch affair.
And should you promise to leave your wife if you're really not thinking about it?
This is a problem, and in the book I give a list of excuses that you'll hear very often also. Our 25th anniversary is next month. We're waiting for our daughter's bar mitzvah. Everybody's got excuses, but it is one of the problems. And when I do explain how to break up an affair, one of the things you have to do is do it slowly, depending on how long it was done, and make the person realize that it had nothing to do with them. It's you that's breaking it up for whatever reason.
Right, like, it's going nowhere kind of thing.
It's going nowhere, or, my family, you really got to do it slowly and carefully. The trick is not to walk away nasty, not to hurt anybody.
There you go.
Just
Jim.
go away slowly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going, man?
It seems like a lot of hard work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're losing your desire for an affair when you realize everything you have to do.
I think you read this book, you go, you know what? I'll just shag my wife. Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, Howard, what's going on, man?
Yeah. What happened to you?
I cheated on my fiance last night.
Last night?
You cheated on your fiance?
Yeah, man.
All right.
What's that about?
Well, let's think this through. How good was it?
Well, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It's just, see, like...
You love your fiance?
Yeah, I love her and everything, and we got 2 kids and stuff like that, and just when my son is...
If I was you, I wouldn't get married.
Yeah, I know, really.
Right? Hey, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Well, my son was 8 months old, and she had, like, some problems when she gave birth and everything, and she, like, it's painful for her.
So you're feeling guilty?
It's painful for her to be intimate.
Oh, you have problems in the bedroom because of the birth.
Right.
Yeah.
So I, like...
So she sucks in bed right now?
Yeah, basically. I get it, like, maybe once a week or something like that, and I'm, like, 20 years old. I'm, like, at my sexual peak,
Right.
All I feel like...
Dude, that don't go away. I'm at my sexual peak. I'm 44.
All I feel like doing is, like, having sex all day long.
Me too.
You never had your sexual peak.
I know. When am I going to have mine? Jesus Christ, I'm all backed up.
And, like, whenever we, got intimate and stuff like that, it would hurt her, like, when we were doing it.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do your fiance, and then you can catch us, and then you'll have a reason to break up with her. Maybe I'll rent myself out to cheat on with other guys' wives.
You'll do.
Yeah. Let's go to Jay. Jay, go ahead.
Yo, how you doing?
Yeah.
That book is one hell of a good idea.
It is, right?
Yeah, like, I got stuck in a situation. I'm not married.
Yeah.
I got stuck in a situation where I made a couple of taboos that he said not to do.
Yep.
Man, did it backfire.
There you go, see? Talking sense. That's
you wish you had known these things then, right?
Yeah, because if you're with a girl that you really care about, but you do get that wandering, you don't want to hurt her, so I think that's a really genuinely good idea to have that book around.
Yeah. Hey.
You don't want to hurt, you don't want to hurt the girl.
Nick, answer this question. How can a guy have the most fun?
The most fun is to have a one-night stand, get in, get out, and make sure he always wears a condom. And especially even in a long-term affair where you may tend to get casual and figure we don't need it anymore, you never can be quite sure what your spouse is doing also. And if they pick it up, you're still having sex with them, you can still transmit it to your lover.
That's right.
So have fun, just go out, don't get involved, have a good time, and just walk out the door, say, I had a great time, good seeing you, bye.
All right. Nick Chapman, how to have the perfect secret affair.
I was going to say that must be his advice, judging from how much work it is to have an affair.
Yeah.
One-night stands are the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, it's smarter.
Yeah, they're hard to get, though.
They are?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's difficult. Sometimes you got to work abroad for a while. How to have the perfect secret affair, you can visit Nick's website at www.perfectsecretaffair.com or write to him at
But he swears he never did this. I don't know how he got all this information.
I didn't swear. I said, don't say what you've done, Robin.
Never admit to it. And you never told your wife you had an affair, right?
I don't admit to anything.
That's right. Now, here's a guy. Hey, Ron, what is it? Hello? You there? Okay, he's gone. All right, maybe we'll let him.
He just got caught.
Yeah, he had to hang up real quick. You can write to Nick at Tell How Productions, P.O. Box 305, Woodbury, New York, 11797. All right, Nick, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Howard.
That's the book, How to Have the Perfect Secret Affair. If you're going to do it right. Well, Robin, I don't know if that helps you.
Me?
Yeah. Fred, what do you think?
I think it's a damn good book.
Right.
Oh, no.
But I better not have it around the house.
There's another rule. Don't have this book lying around the house.
Yeah, the rule is don't buy this book.
That was the only question I had for him.
Right.
How do you order it and where do you have it delivered?
To your secret P.O. box. All right. I'm rocking. Less talk, more rock. Kind of thing. So Robin and I, what do we do during the commercials?
Oh, dear. We do...
We talk about plastic surgery.
Picture critiques.
Yeah. So Robin brings in a picture of Hillary Clinton. She goes, Howard, look at this. She gets all worked up.
I did
Love
get worked up, but it was so glaringly obvious.
Because look at Hillary Clinton. She is doing she is constantly, when she got into the White House, she was a total dog.
I never said that.
And look at her now, and I got to agree with you. I mean, yeah, she's gotten a different hairdo, but it looks like she fixed her teeth. This is what we figured out.
She looks like an ingenue.
Yeah, she fixed her nose. She definitely had her skin pulled back. And they tweezed her eyebrows, and they did something with her eyes.
Her eyes are lifted or something.
Yeah, because they're wide open and very pretty.
Yeah.
They have fixed her up a lot. It looks like there's a chin implant.
Maybe some new teeth.
Definitely new teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on there. But you're right.
But she looks good.
Yeah. Whoever's doing her surgery is good because it's subtle. You know?
You don't. It's not glaring. You still wonder if something was done.
Right. You go, hey, she looks pretty good. And then I showed Robin everything that was wrong with my face. Because I have this thing where my eyes are like, you know, I don't know. They're just like...
Your eyes are fine.
My eyes aren't fully open or something.
Stop it.
I look Japanese. And speaking of Japanese, you know who's really odd looking? Talk about pictures in the paper today. Sean Lennon. John Lennon's son.
John Lennon's son.
God, he looks weird. Is he a weirdo or what? He's dating a Japanese chick, too, I guess.
Yoko is, you can see the Yoko influence.
Yeah.
John is gone. He's only been with the one parent. She's been mother and father.
Ugh.
So he's heavily influenced.
Yeah. He's wearing, like, I want to be an artist glasses, too.
Yeah, he looks bizarre.
There's a look, like, every photographer I've ever worked with in New York all wears these, like, big, thick black glasses.
And they have, like, a square kind of frame.
Yeah. It's like, I'm an artist glasses.
Right.
There's a certain look that
I
these
know
guys...
these don't fit my face, but I'm wearing them because I'm an artist.
Yeah, and I don't care if I look ugly. It's a really weird thing that goes on there down in the village, and everybody's got the same look. And they all wear, like, their jeans rolled up with black combat boots, and I want to be an artist sunglasses, or regular glasses, no sunglasses.
That's right. They have clear glasses.
Yeah, and they're all very pale. And it seems like Sean Lennon's caught up in that, too.
Yeah, that whole art scene.
Yeah.
But then you think about it. He doesn't have to do anything ever. He's got so much money.
Yeah, that's got to be great. Really doesn't matter.
And he's already famous.
Yeah, for nothing.
For being born.
Yeah, for being John Lennon's son.
Like being royalty.
So Gary gave me this book. It's like one of these things you go to an auction and you can buy famous people's junk.
Famous people's junk.
Yeah. So here's the thing for sale. This is really weird. It's some guy wrote me a note. He goes, would you be interested in buying a letter that Lenny Bruce... Everyone assumes that I'm into Lenny Bruce, which I'm really not. I don't really have... I mean, I love the movie Lenny with Dustin Hoffman.
Sure.
I think it's one of the coolest movies ever made. But, I don't know.
You weren't a big Lenny Bruce fan?
No. I mean, how would I know Lenny Bruce? He was famous way before I was born. And,
right.
You know, I mean, I was just a baby when he was sort of happening, I guess.
You were a baby when he died.
Yeah, well, people think because, like, he had censorship stuff, and I have censorship stuff, that I'd be a Lenny Bruce fanatic.
Right.
But, no, I mean, I appreciate what he did and everything, but I'm just not a fan. I just don't know enough about his material. But this is kind of weird. A Lenny Bruce letter. I mean, it's not like, it's just like a letter that he wrote to some guy, like, hey, man, how you doing, kind of letter. $1,300? Oh, excuse me, $1,900. Legendary American comic, scathing, obscene humor, wrote a letter to his friend, Len. Okay? Thanks for, and this is what it says. Thanks for Speedy Tape. Everything is still swinging. Here were my observations on Cheryl Turner. There wasn't one bit of sympathy for the murdered man for 6 days. Like, it's a letter that it was something about in the news at that point.
I guess, yeah.
$1,900. And what do you do with that? You just hold on to it?
People actually mount them and put them on their walls.
I guess. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, even like you could buy George Bush's letter. I don't know, like, who cares? He's $1,500. I guess because he's still alive. You know? Mm-hmm. I guess it's hard to get Lenny
He
Bruce's
might write
crap.
another letter.
Yeah, right. That brings the price down. If he dies and you have his letter, then it's cool.
Then it might go up in price.
Yeah, I mean, like a Patrick Henry. You know, Patrick Henry was one of those dudes, like with the Constitution.
Give me liberty or give me death, right?
I think that's the guy. Yeah. Governor Patrick Henry signs a land grant. Was he a governor?
I guess so.
They were all something back.
Yeah, he was governor of Virginia. His letter is $2,500 because he ain't writing no more letters.
But only $2,500. He's been dead a long time.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have gotten more money. Like John F. Kennedy's $1,700, a pencil sketch. Like he just sat there and doodled. Yeah. $1,700. I don't know. I never was a collector of this thing. You know, I mean, people have even sent me letters and pictures of people. I don't know. I don't care. I know a woman. She collects, like, letters.
Well, we know a guy. Both of us know a guy who collects letters.
We do?
Yes. In fact, he's the one I know who has one on his wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who is it, Tom?
No.
Tom collects old radios. Because that's what all radio general managers do.
Yes.
You know, they collect old radios. He does everything that
a general manager should do.
Yeah. Including not think a lot. That's true. All right, we have a contest going on.
No,
We're trying.
The guy we know who collects letters is our agent.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He collects letters?
Yes, he's got one. You go into his office next time. There's a letter hanging on his wall.
Oh, don't tell me that.
From Noel Coward.
Why?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Tom, you collect letters?
No.
Oh, he wants to say something. Tom's been insulted.
I don't collect.
I don't collect letters?
Not only do I not collect letters, I really don't collect radios.
You have an office full of old radios.
They've all been given to me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, throw them away.
Yeah, then get rid of them. Give them to me. What's the matter with you?
My mother buys them for me.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, you can't throw them away.
She thinks I'm in radio, and therefore I should be doing it.
Yeah. And you ever turn them on and listen to them?
Do they work?
No.
They don't even work.
No.
Yeah, I don't get it. Some guy gave me an old radio. I don't know where it is. A friend of mine years ago.
I got a beautiful one for Christmas. I mean, a beautiful one. I mean, it's brand new up there. I mean, it's really nice. A very nice gift.
You know, my friend Michael Ricosi gave me one years ago, and now I guess I would have it and display it somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is?
I think somebody thought it was an old radio and threw it out. You know what I mean?
That would be funny.
Like my wife had some guy clean out the garage.
And they looked and found this old broken radio.
Yeah.
Threw it away.
He didn't realize it's art.
In fact, the guy who does the Rodney Dangerfield voice has a radio that he's wanted me to pick up from him for like a year.
Really?
It's sitting in his garage. I mean,
maybe I should collect old radios. I'm in radio.
You are.
If anybody hasn't noticed. You know, I'm going to start collecting old radios. Maybe I need to do that.
And old microphones, that's another big thing. All the stuff.
I hate radio, though. I mean, why do I want something that'll remind me of it? You know what I mean?
But all right. So I just wanted to correct that.
Yeah. Like my office at home, I decorate it, and sometimes I think, well, maybe I'll hang a picture of myself or hang one of my awards or something. I go, well, why do I want something to remind me of something I hate?
Yeah. And you know what? Hanging a picture of yourself in your office.
It's bogus.
What's wrong with that?
Robin hangs huge wall posters of herself. Don't make her feel self-conscious.
Makes billboards.
Yeah. You still got that giant picture of yourself?
I don't have that up anymore, no.
You took too much heat for that. I think even you got sick of it. Yeah, you had a big, beautiful picture of you.
I didn't mean to. I told you it was an accident.
It just happened. Yeah, it was a little pretentious, but you know what? You enjoyed it.
No, I didn't. I had it hidden, but people kept going around that corner and seeing it.
Tom, do you think I should start getting an old radio collection? Maybe it would look nice in my office.
Sometimes you think that's what you should do because you're in radio.
Yeah.
And I've tried to resist that.
I'm trying to get out of radio. Robin, let's start collections of old radios. So we can have like the best collection ever.
I have a friend who collects old jukeboxes, and they are really cool, but
I got to admit,
they take up a lot of space.
Yeah. I got to admit, I got enough junk.
Yeah.
Start collecting old junk. But you know what? Out in our office in the lobby here, they have a whole bunch of old radios. They look kind of nice.
They do.
They do look nice.
They actually were beautiful furniture.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. It just seems kind of cliched. I don't know. If Tom has it, I don't want it.
I agree. It does seem kind of cliched.
Right. But all right, we're in radio. What the hell?
And I'm proud to be in radio.
Who else is going to do it?
Yeah. I'm in, I like to think I'm in something different. Yeah, I like to be like other than radio. I'm really in radio. Like Dominic Barber, the lawyer, has a giant movie camera in his office.
An old movie camera.
Yeah, but he's a lawyer. I don't know what he's doing with that.
He should have the letter from Patrick Henry in his office.
Yeah, and I should have the movie camera.
Exactly.
It's an old NBC camera, actually. It's actually one of the broadcast cameras.
Oh.
A client gave it to him. I guess the client couldn't pay or something. I don't know. They gave him a camera. But it's like the old NBC.
Wow.
And it's cool. I mean, that would look really good in my house.
Logo on it and everything.
Yeah, I like that.
And you're in movies?
I'm in movies.
But this is a TV camera. But you're in TV.
I'm in TV. I'm sort of. It's E, but I'm in TV.
You're in TV.
I'm in TV. There's rumors I might even be in better TV. So
Yeah, that's
right.
Well,
I can't believe that. But I'm just saying that maybe this is what I should be doing with my life. Collecting old radios
well,
and TV.
if you have to think about it, it's really not something you should be doing.
Not my thing, you say.
No. If you really were supposed to be collecting it,
right.
you already would have started without thinking about it.
Can't start now.
That's right. No, if you have to think about it, it's pretentious and you're just doing it for effect.
All right. Well,
if
I've
you
always
really liked it, you'd be doing it.
Everything about my life is pretentious and done for effect. Why should I stop with this?
Then might as well go on and collect the radios.
Yeah. You know, Tom has pictures of Mel in his office.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
My hero.
Yeah. Hey,
that's a little weird.
I know your family.
Well, like,
Mel?
well, what did it? Mel, who runs our company now on CBS Television, is certainly impressive. I mean, the guy's done an incredible job.
Sure.
Unbelievable, right?
This is Tom's hero for sure.
But Tom kisses. Yeah, I mean, Tom is like.
You think
you would perform fellatio on Mel, wouldn't you? If he asked you to.
No.
I'm being serious.
So am I.
Be gentle. No, I'm saying. Let's say Mel closed his door one day and said, "Listen, Tom, I'm really stressed out."
Forget it.
And
you would, Tom. Don't you just think that Mel wouldn't ask?
Maybe a moment of weakness.
I'm telling you, you would. Turn the radios on. It's like I said something nice about Mel on the other day, and Tom came in during the commercials. It was like, isn't Mel wonderful?
No,
look,
you're so
please.
Let
me tell
you kiss ass even when he's not around.
Hold it.
You finished my thought for me, if you remember correctly.
The day that I got a little bit DC'd about this whole thing was the day the company first went public. And they went down to Wall Street, and Tom got to go down there with them.
Yeah, with Mel, yeah.
And he came back. It was like he had met a girl.
Right.
He came back. Oh, Robin, it was so wonderful.
It was cool.
I felt weepy.
And, you know, Mel is just great.
Wonderful.
I remember saying
How many pictures of Mel are in your office? One? How many? See, Ed Moyer started that, though. That's not even your idea. Ed was the guy who put a big picture of Mel in his office. And it was funny then. But when you do it, it's not funny.
Eddie has two. No, but
Eddie has two pictures.
Okay. Eddie has two pictures of Mel.
I won't go into the significance of the picture.
Why don't we have a picture of Mel?
We don't have any pictures of Mel.
I don't have an office, really. I never use it.
You have an office.
I have it. I just don't use
your
it.
Your hair cut in it. That's attractive.
It's a barber room.
Yeah, it's a barber shop.
Right, exactly.
So I've converted my office into a barber shop. No, I slept in there the other day. I took a nap. I passed out. Yeah, it was nice. I have a nice couch in there I go to sleep on. Other than that, I never use it. But I mean, I do use it. I use it for storage and stuff.
But should we have a picture of Mel?
Yeah, I'm thinking to put one in there. It seems to be the thing to do. Old radios and pictures of Mel.
Maybe that'll make, sure our jobs are secure.
Well, everybody's such a suck-ass around here. It's unbelievable. I mean, you are a really good ass
kisser.
kisser.
Ed Moyer does everything that Mel does.
I know.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he emulates Mel. If Mel bought his suits at a certain place, Ed would buy his suits.
Yeah, I mean, Ed's a real ass kisser.
That's not.
But Tom is a real ass kisser.
That's not.
You kiss Mel's ass so much, even when he's not around. You kiss his ass.
I think he thinks Mel is listening all the time.
Yeah, I think he thinks like maybe Mel can hear, like Big Brother. God.
Mel is like God. He's everywhere.
But you just can't. You know what it is? I think you just kiss his ass as a matter of habit. So if he is around, he'll never hear you saying anything bad.
There was another day. The day that the CBS Infinity Westinghouse thing happened.
Oh, my favorite.
Remember Tom was in there on that little contraption where we could hear the announcement?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, shh, it's going to happen any second. Mel's about to speak.
Yeah, I know. It's like his wife. It's Oz. You love Mel more than anyone, right?
Not more than anyone.
More than my wife. Would you? All right, let me ask you something. You're on a rowboat, and the boat starts to sink, and you're infested with sharks' water.
You asked me this question.
Mel's on the boat, and your wife's on the boat.
My wife's on the boat.
Who do you save?
You can only save one.
Only one person. Don't hold your breath, honey. No, really, seriously, I'm being serious. I want to know. You really? I'm
like the guy in the affair book.
Yeah.
I won't answer.
Never.
No, seriously, if you had it like, if there was two cars about to hit, and you can only save one person.
I'll dive over myself.
No, really, come on.
You can't do it. I can't.
Who would you save? Your wife? You would save your wife, right?
Yeah.
You would. And you let Mel die.
He'd save Mel. He'd want to save his wife, but his first reaction would be to save Mel, and then he'd regret not saving his wife later on.
Right. I can always get another wife. Seriously. It's your wife or Mel. I'm thinking you can always get another wife, but Mel you can't.
Eat half of her?
What did you say?
Can I put my wife in the water and let the shark eat half of her?
Which half?
Only kidding.
All I need in my wife is the bottom half. Quite frankly.
The half that doesn't talk.
Right. The half that doesn't act.
You guys.
All right. Very good, Tom. You will go down in the annals of history as a radio collector and a corporate ass kisser.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You are fantastic.
On the Oscars?
Oh, odds on the Oscars?
Yeah.
I never got to that guy.
Is
he still there?
Let me see. Let me see if I can find him.
All right. Bye.
All right. You know who collects radios?
It's such a stupid Guido. He's dumber than Steve Grillo. Someone tell me why this worthless schmo is sabotaging Howard's show by destroying the foundations upon which the show was built. I suspect it's Catholic guilt at Giussano.
All right. Gary collects radios, Baba Booey.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Old radios.
If it was Gary, I didn't imagine that he might be collecting new radios.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the old ones. All right, Darren, go ahead.
Yeah, I got the Oscar odds here.
All right, go ahead.
The likely nominees. What do you want first? Which category?
Best actor.
Best actor. Jack Nicholson, As Good as It Gets. Even Money.
Okay.
Robert Duvall, The Apostle, 3-1. Peter Fonda for Yuli's Gold, 8-1. Dustin Hoffman, Wag the Dog, 10-1.
Now, are these to win or are these to get nominated?
Yeah, it looks like it's to be nominated because he said he's going to update the list Feb 10th when they get announced.
Yeah, I think this is pretty accurate, actually. I think these are the people to win. I think that this is based on who's going to win.
Yeah, but he's got more. Don't they usually take like 5 or 6?
Jack Nicholson will win the Best Actor because they just want to give it to him.
Yeah.
I believe I should get Best Actor, but that's just my belief. I think my performance in Private Parts
Is Howard even on the list?
No.
He's got
because I'm a
DiCaprio
joke.
at 15-1.
Leo DiCaprio is 15-1. They won't give it to him because he's too young and no one wants to give it to him.
Yeah, he got more work ahead of him, right?
Other chances.
Right.
You got Daniel Day-Lewis and Matt Damon as long shots. Matt Damon's in that Good Will Hunting.
Matt Damon's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I like that. I like that movie.
Yeah.
What else you want?
Best Actress.
Best Actress. Bunch of like people I've never heard of or movies I haven't heard of either. Helena Bonham Carter for The Wings of the Dove.
No, I can see already. Skip Best Actress. What about Best Film?
Best Picture. L.A. Confidential and Titanic at Even Money. As Good as It Gets, 3-1. The Full Monty, 10-1. Amistad, 15-1. Wag the Dog and Donnie Brasco as long shots.
And Amistad didn't even get good reviews. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty accurate again. The one that will win?
Titanic.
No. What was the other one you mentioned?
L.A. Confidential.
Yeah,
they'll probably give it to that.
Don't say that.
I know, it's horrible, right?
That's a great film.
It's not as good as Titanic.
It's a different kind of movie. You can't compare.
Ugh.
I haven't seen L.A. Confidential.
It's not a great film.
Oh, it's great.
I can't believe it's still playing. It's been out like 17 weeks.
Yeah.
They ain't making no money, though.
It's not making any money.
You know what movie's freaking me out that isn't making money? It looks kind of cool. I don't know what I think the reviews were real bad, though. But the commercial looked good. American Werewolf in Paris.
I know.
That looked pretty cool.
I don't know.
And I was looking forward to seeing it, but now that it's gone so cold in its opening, I don't want to even see it.
I don't think it's even in the top 20.
I know.
Oh, there it is. It's number 11.
Yeah. Too bad. Looked like it was a cool idea. I love what guys turn into.
That's like the 3rd edition, isn't it?
Yeah, but I like when guys turn into wolves.
I do too. I love those movies.
Yeah, I like the effect. All right, man. Thank you.
Hey, here's the category that's going to make you mad. Best Supporting Actor, Greg Kinnear, As Good as It Gets.
I know, that's absurd.
I know, and you know what?
Even Money.
He's good
He's
in that
listed
movie.
as a favorite.
He's good in it because it's a problem. What is the movie? It's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but he plays a gay guy.
Yeah, and anybody can play a gay
No,
guy.
I don't think I could.
I could. I would be a great guy. I'd be like, hello.
But he plays it in a really cool way. It's not like a over-the-top gay guy.
That's the way it is now. Now everybody's playing like gay guys who act straight.
No, he doesn't act straight. He's just not flouncy as like a Norman.
He's real sensitive.
The director told him what to do.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Well,
You've seen that guy. We've seen that guy in 50 bad movies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now he's a great
I'll
actor.
tell you what I think. I think he's terrible as a regular guy. But as a gay guy, he's great.
As a homo, he's real good. In fact, we have a clip of Greg Kinnear in that movie.
And now here's what you came for. 10 worst-dressed women. Number 1 may be a brand new face, but she has been, or he has been the most outrageous rock star ever to hit the country. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
He should have continued with the she, you know.
Yeah.
She.
I don't think he knows what he's doing. Did he pre-read these?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he just broke open that little case and started reading badly.
Fashion masochist. Marilyn brings out my worst fashion fears.
He's so proud of this list. He thinks it's the greatest. He is like so gay. He is as gay as it gets. There is no gayer man on the planet than Mr. Blackwell. Liberace used to be the gayest, but now Mr. Blackwell is.
I think Liberace was so gay, he's still the gayest man.
You do? Even in death, he's still the gayest man.
Death cannot bury that gayness.
Yeah.
From the grave.
We should have top 10 gayest men.
Yes, there you go.
Right.
That'll be our list.
Yeah. That's what we should do. And the day that Mr. Blackwell comes out with his list, we should come out with our list.
And he goes into the Gay Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And every year he's number one. Number one.
You know how he retires some people and puts them into a Hall of Fame? He is in the Gay Hall of Fame.
Hey, can we do this? Why don't I call a press conference next week?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll announce to the press that I have a list of the gayest men on the planet.
And it has nothing to do with their sexuality.
No. The most effeminate gay men.
That's right.
And then I'll do 1 to 10, and I'll make it rhyme like he does.
The most effeminate men of 1997.
We're doing this. Sure. Now, I'm not just saying we're doing it. We're doing it.
We're actually going to do this.
Yeah, and we'll see
Who's on the list. Let's start compiling.
Mr. Blackwell. Number 1. And I'm going to read it just like him. Number 1. Mr. Blackwell.
He is the gayest of the gays.
Gay squared.
He is as gay as there is many a day.
Right. And I'll have the press conference just like he did.
All right.
I'll have little drawings of the people.
But now you got to tell me who else you're going to put on the list.
I don't care as long as Mr. Blackwell's.
Liberace.
Liberace's dead.
All right,
This is going to be the gay people of 1997. Who was gay in 97?
Mark Harris.
Harvey Firestein.
Rich
you
Simmons.
Make it people. Now, we don't want people saying who to our list.
All right, Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons is on the list.
Richard Simmons. Exercise.
Always in shorts and into spanking sports.
He looks like Alice Cooper doing Rosemary's Baby, a neo-Gothic nightmare. Number 9.
I got to do it just like this. Number 9.
Number 9.
And then like 10 minutes of pausing.
Yes.
Number
You
9.
got to have trouble reading your list as well.
All kind of problems. I get for my glasses.
Frances Fisher. Her flowered fiascos are so loud they could cause an international panic. They should have gone down with the Titanic.
And then that one woman's laughing and encouraging him.
That must be someone who works for him.
And you know why they're laughing? They're laughing at him. It's just ridiculous. Because after he reads each one, he's smiling like he said something brilliant.
Number 8. Alicia Silverstone. From the Batcave to Pick and Save. A collection of retro rubbish.
You know,
from toes to nose.
I have heard rabbis speak quicker than him. A package of retro rubbish from toes to nose.
But the problem is, this is the only time he's going to get to speak all year. He's making it last.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Pathetic. When is the press going to stop showing up for him? He's like a sinister gay puppet.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Let him go. Emma Thompson. Now that is really a problem. Here is a girl that would have made...
Thompson rhymes with problem.
It does not.
No?
It does. A wonderful cover for the Farmer's Digest somewhere in Indiana. Her primary colors are tragically on display. Poor Emma's wearing the remains of yesterday.
He's wearing giant pink aviator glasses, and he's commenting on Emma Thompson.
Number 6.
Number 6. Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Sigourney
say
Weaver.
It twice.
Sigourney Weaver. Goddamn name is Sigourney. Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney. That's what they're going to wheel Blackwell out on. A Sigourney.
It is transparently clear. Sigourney hasn't a fashion clue. She resembles a shrink-wrapped mummy in a peep show review.
Oh, man. So we're going to have that. Blackwell. He wears his spectacles to gaze at men's testicles.
X-ray glasses to look at men's asses.
Giant pink X-ray glasses to stare at men's hairy asses. Number 9. We're going to do this. Richard Simmons, already so famous and really loves anus. Thank you. Number 8. I don't want to reveal my whole list. Quite frankly, because I don't think I have a list yet.
You got to really think about it.
Greg Kinnear. Well, he plays a gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Kinnear. Vey Mr. Shear. Something of a loner. Always with a boner. Greg Kinnear. Number 6. Oh, it's going to be a great moment. And we get the press in here. You're going to love it. And I'm going to dress up.
See, I have a couple of suggestions for the list.
Go ahead.
Well, there's that Rupert Everett from my best friend's wedding.
Rupert Everett from my best friend's wedding.
Can I suggest one?
Yeah?
How about Harvey Fierstein?
Harvey Fierstein. Always a queen. So who do you want, Rupert?
And then there's that, I mean, we're not talking about people's sexuality. We're just talking about effeminate natures. And that John Gray, who writes Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He's always on those infomercials. Wow.
John Gray. John Gray. Although he is married, he certainly seems gay. And Rupert
Everett.
His name is Rupert. And he makes me poopert. Whatever, I don't know.
Number 5.
Number 5. Number 5.
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly.
Tilly the tornado has arrived.
Tilly the tornado.
She's El Nino in heels.
El Nino.
Number 4. Pamela Anderson Lee.
Yeah, oh yeah, she dresses real bad. Come on.
She looks terrible.
Yeah, oh, she looks horrible. Goddamn Blackwell wishes he could look like that.
That's a woman.
Yeah, trust me. Ralph Cirella.
Hell of a fella.
Hell of a fella.
I think he's a girl, but he says he's a fella.
Luscious Lee has fallen under a fatal fashion spell. She looks like a Martian Venus in search of a shell. Number 3.
That makes no sense.
I never will understand that.
Yeah.
As long as I live.
You know what's weird? The whole press conference is pitch quiet. I mean, it is perfectly quiet. Right?
Right.
Nobody's laughing at this guy. And he is in seventh heaven because he's got a crowd to listen to this ridiculousness.
That's right. He's holding court.
Yeah. And he is in just heaven. He's in gay heaven. He's talking about fashion and people paying attention, but nobody's laughing at his stupid barbs. Amazing. Here's a guy who stole Rosie O'Donnell's garbage.
Wow.
How do you do that, Mike?
Is this Howard?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm a long-time fan, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been scoping this out for a long time, okay?
And I figured with the full moon that she might be having that menstrual cycle. And I remember a couple of months back you said I'd give anything to get it checked out and see what's going on down there. Well, I copped it last night.
Oh, what is he talking about?
I don't know.
I got her garbage.
Oh, how silly. Did you go through Rosie O'Donnell's garbage?
I didn't go through all of it, but I got what you were looking for.
Oh, I'm not looking for that. You're an idiot.
I tell you.
It was kind of interesting. Some guy had gone through Rosie O'Donnell's garbage, and I don't know. It's a guy doing shtick. I have Rosie O'Donnell's tampon.
He's doing shtick.
Greg Louganis. A mighty fine anus. Thank you. He has no vaginas. My list will rhyme. It will rhyme.
You will make sure of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
I was calling about your breast implant contest.
Yes.
I need them very badly.
Okay.
I'm not even an A cup.
You wear no bra.
Well, I can go with no bra and nobody would know it.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah. Married?
Yes. To a breast man, actually.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. You have a nice body?
For a 31-year-old, yeah. I'm about 5'8.5", I weigh about 135 pounds.
Is that bad, Robin?
No, it could be good if she works out.
Must be a little dumpy in the ass.
No, I'm very active.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I ride horses.
Oh, that's not active. The horse is active.
No,
no offense. I'll go out with the horse and put breast implants on that.
No, you use muscles when you ride a horse that you don't use
Sure
any
you
other
do.
stuff.
Hey, you use the same muscles I'm using right now when I'm sitting on my ass doing this show.
Not quite. You don't have to hold on to the chair.
See, Robin knows.
Oh, I see. Well.
But I'm an X-ray technician.
Right.
And I do mammography all the time. And I see these women with these nice breasts, and it just drives me crazy because I know I have nothing.
Isn't that interesting? Here's a woman who has no breasts, and what she does for a living is torture herself taking mammography.
Pictures of other women's breasts.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It is. It's hard.
Can you get a mammography? Well, no. I probably could, but not much.
You can't even get your breast X-ray because there's no breast X-ray.
That's right.
Wow.
It's terrible.
Well, maybe let's put her on the list.
Yeah, she's
right.
in desperate need.
Mm-hmm. And it saddens her all day. She has to watch beautiful breasts as she mammographies.
Yeah, it's torture, and I've seen these women with these implants, and they come out so gorgeous. I've even looked into it. I've gone and I've got all the literature from the surgeons and everything, but with 3 children, it's hard to come up with the extra cash.
Yeah, no, it's not cheap. What is it, about $5-6 grand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this guy says we'll give away a free pair of breast implants, so let's see what happens. We'll put you on the list.
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Some woman's going to be lucky.
Yeah, we're a lucky broad out there somewhere, Robin. She's sitting there in our audience, waiting for those new boobers. Ah, yeah. That's true. I do wish that. The girl with 4 nipples on the E! Show tonight. Speaking of nipples, we're giving away breast implants. Here's Tracy. Before we go to news, let's just hear her sad story. Why do you need breast implants, Tracy?
Well, because I was 200 pounds. I lost between 65 to 70 pounds, and when you lose that weight, you kind of lose the breast. On top of that, I have Crohn's disease, and I'm going to be starting chemotherapy. So,
what's Crohn's disease?
Crohn's disease is it's an intestinal disorder that happens to Jewish and Italian people. And my intestines are swollen shut, and so I can't eat certain foods like fruits and vegetables. Otherwise, I get like all bound up, and it's.
So you have Crohn's disease, and you lost a lot of weight, and your breasts are all flabby.
Well, no, not that they're flabby. It's that they're not. The top end of them are not there.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's not.
The top end of them are not there. What does that mean?
Well, it means that they're lower than they generally would be. The top part, you know how you have that nice fullness with the implants that has roundness? That's not there.
What'd you say, Fred?
I think I know what she's talking about.
Draw me a picture because
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness.
What is she saying?
That's what they would look like.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll put your name into the list.
Squash.
And your breasts look like butternut squash?
No, they don't look like butternut squash.
What do they look like?
Butternut squash.
They're actually, they come down. It's really hard to describe it.
Do they droop?
Yes, they droop.
She says they're missing the top part.
You know what I think she means? They're not full out like this.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're not full like yours, Robin.
Yeah.
Robin's are very full.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you'd like a nice cleavage. Socks?
Sure. door.
Yeah. All right, hold on. We'll put your name down on the list.
Okay, thanks.
All right, there's a lot of women who are competing for this.
Boy, how are we going to... Well, there's a judge who's going to choose. Huh?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get a judge like Big Blackie. Somebody like this. Doesn't matter who it is.
Somebody who was inspired by your list of all-time gay men said, number 7, Ralph Cirillo. What a fruity. Went on the subway and sat in duty.
Yeah, there you go. What a fruity. I said to Gary, call the press and tell them I have a top 10 gay list. He says, no one's going to come. I said, call, you don't know. That's how these things get started. I didn't give away any Private Parts movie theater lobby stand-ups, but I'll do it tomorrow. I'll give a couple away.
No, we got involved with the breasts.
Yeah.
Was it.
We got all kind of contests going on. So let's do some news for people. They're waiting for it.
All righty.
You going to do that Louima story?
Yes, I was going to talk about Abner Louima. He's the man who was
plunger guy
abused in the 70th precinct. He said that they took a plunger to him, knocked out his teeth, and a whole bunch of other things. And now we're, trying to get ready to put a case together so this can go to court.
Right.
And they say that they're having a little problem because all of a sudden he's retracting statements. At one time he said when the cops were beating him repeatedly that they said it was Giuliani time. And now he's saying that wasn't actually said.
Oh.
And they also say that there's a problem with his teeth. He said his teeth were knocked out when they shoved something down his throat.
Right.
But when he got to the hospital, he had his dentures in. So if he had his teeth knocked out, which would mean the dentures were out, when did he have time to retrieve them and put them back in his mouth?
Not only that, he was handcuffed, so how could he have put the dentures back in his mouth?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's going to say, oh, yeah, let's take him to the bathroom and let him get his teeth. He was supposed to be unconscious lying in his cell, right?
But there is no mistaking that he had a plunger in his tuchus, right?
Well, there's no way he didn't get injured somehow.
Right.
I mean, the man was in the hospital for several months. He had to have a colostomy and all kinds of things.
Right.
Because of the injuries he sustained. Question is, why are there these discrepancies in the story?
Yeah, he certainly didn't need to exaggerate.
Yeah.
He had a plunger in his tuchus. So why make up stuff?
I don't know, Howard. So they're having a little problem with putting him before the grand jury because we got to straighten out these things first. So.
Okay.
Question as to exactly what went on with Abner Louima. You'd think that would be a pretty cut and dried case.
So I thought. Makes you wonder.
Not so in this day and age.
Yeah.
They're wondering, did somebody put him up to saying certain things? And what was up with that?
I don't know. What's up with that?
So we'll just have to see. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, President Clinton will be here today. Did you know that?
Where's he going to be?
He's coming into town because Jesse Jackson is holding some kind of a press conference or seminar or something.
How to get rich. Oh, man. Whenever Clinton comes to town, they stop all... You want to hear something weird?
Well, you know what? I don't think he's working as much as he did in his first term.
Yeah.
It seems to me now he's got a lot of time. He used to just zip around doing business. Now he comes into town and goes sightseeing.
I know. Yeah, the second terms are for that. If you do a lot of work your first term and you somehow get reelected, you just go around and relax.
Well, I mean, in his first term, he had an allergy to Camp David.
Yeah.
Now I see he's always just coming back from Camp David.
I know. It was so great. I love that he never went to Camp David. Now, it's just that when he comes to town, what they do is they tie up all the roads surrounding wherever he's going to be driving down. I'm talking about for blocks and blocks and blocks it's tied up. And New York is impossible to get around in as it is. And then you know what else they do? I just learned this. Because I try to call my friend on a cell phone.
Yeah.
They scramble the cell phones. You know they can do this?
No, I did not. What is this?
So if you're in the area of the president and your cell phone's on in your car and you try to call somebody, it's scrambled.
So nobody can get through?
You just get a busy signal. How do you like that? They don't even tell you. They just scramble your phone.
But you know what? He's going to have to give all of this up one of these days. And how do you manage to just go back to being a regular guy?
Yeah, and sit at home with Hillary all day.
You know, because I'm looking at his schedule. He arrives aboard Air Force One, which is very cool. You know,
the best.
Your own private plane.
Right.
Totally decked out just for you.
Right. It's great. It's like royalty.
Then he gets aboard a helicopter, Marine One.
Nice.
And arrives at the Manhattan Wall Street heliport. Then by motorcade, never has any traffic problems.
Hard thing to get over.
By motorcade, you go to the World Trade Center.
Ask Jimmy Carter. He's still walking around. Well, what
happened?
What?
And then he addresses this Wall Street Project conference that I guess Jesse Jackson has put together.
Yeah, I'm sure that's important.
Then a little later, he'll go back to the heliport. The heliport will take him back to Kennedy Airport. He'll get aboard Air Force One and fly back down to Washington, where he arrives at Andrews Air Force Base. That's a nice way to travel.
He never has to run again. Why is he kissing Jesse Jackson's ass?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out today, but I said, you know, once you claim or somehow it looks like you have some kind of political clout,
yeah,
other politicians will always suck up to you. So I guess they're trying to keep Jesse quiet for the next election or something.
Yeah, there's something up there. Keeping him in line.
All the UN weapons inspection teams are on the job today in Iraq, except for the one headed by American Scott Ritter. His team has been blocked by Iraq since they came to Iraq. That's twice this week. So today the team stayed behind. The head of the inspection office in Baghdad says it's waiting for orders from UN headquarters as to the next step. They say that the head negotiator, or the guy who's in charge of these inspections for Iraq's nuclear or chemical weapons capability, is rushing to the scene to try to negotiate this whole thing before some military action has to be taken. For now, President Clinton is relying on these diplomatic efforts to get Saddam Hussein to change his mind, but officials warn that Washington's patience is not limitless. So he's sort of implying that they may do something militarily if Saddam Hussein doesn't get in line.
Good.
But every couple of months we have to go through this. Why can't we figure out how to take care of this once and for all?
There is a way. Just kill that guy.
Nobody seems to agree with that plan.
Yeah, I think it's a great plan. Guys creating chemical weapons to hurt our people.
Did you hear that they think they have proof that he used actual human guinea pigs to test chemical weapons on?
Yeah. I don't need proof. They did it to our guys when we went over there and fought the last time.
Yeah, but that's a war. I mean, when you're shooting bombs at somebody, they can shoot stuff at you. The point is that, you know, when you try to make something work, you just grab your own people and put it all over them just to see what it'll do.
I know.
But I say, you know, that's the kind of leadership they deserve. If they want a guy who's doing that to their own people, I don't say that we have to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Not on their behalf, anyway.
Right.
Also in the news, Sonny Bono died and was buried on Friday.
Hey, now they're digging him up. Everybody misses him.
Do you know what happened right after the funeral?
His wife remarried?
No.
What?
She laid in a bed with Cher for
Kinky.
an hour and a half.
Get out of here. You're telling me that Mary Bono laid in a bed with Cher Bono?
Yeah.
For an hour and
They spent
hour and a half?
An hour and a half reminiscing about their love for him.
Oh, please.
They lay on Mary and Sonny's bed.
And Cher, what side of the bed was Cher on? Sonny's?
Yeah, I would imagine Mary would take her own side.
Yeah.
Chiana, the daughter of Sonny and Mary, fell asleep between them.
Beautiful.
And Mary says then they talked about how they both realized Sonny's strengths. Then Mary asked Cher if she should run for Sonny's house seat. And Cher told her, if this is something you need to do, you do it.
Dominic's online. He says he has information about this.
About what?
Cher and Mary Bono. Hello? Now he's gone. Because he has no info.
What What kind of information could he have?
I don't know. He said he had information.
Well, what was the previous story? Maybe he had it about that.
But Iraq?
maybe he didn't have any information at all.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's what Sonny's wife and his ex-wife Cher did after Sonny's funeral, just in case anybody was wondering.
Boy, that's a weird thing to do. Cher's really into this Sonny all of a sudden.
I told you, I thought it was amazing that they were all staying in the same house. Why does she have to be in the house?
Yeah, can't she just visit?
Go to a hotel.
No, she's Cher. What's her name? She shares everything with everybody, including their house.
I told you she got so confused during her speech. She said, you should see my house. And then she went, I mean Mary's house.
What else is in the news?
She really thought she had become Sonny's widow again.
Yeah. They sure made it like that.
Hours after taking part in a daring $1 million robbery at the World Trade Center, one of the three suspects got a haircut, paid off a $1 debt, and bought strawberry milk at a corner store in Brooklyn. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
These three guys went into the World Trade Center and pulled off a robbery where they left behind a lot of American money.
Well, yeah, what they did was they robbed about $6 million.
Uh-huh.
But they left behind millions of dollars.
Yeah. And a lot of the cash that they grabbed was foreign.
Yeah, and they had, it's weird. And they had ski masks on. And then they took them off.
Before they left the building.
Yeah, and the cameras just captured their pictures.
So their pictures are all over the surveillance cameras.
And then they went home and bragged to everybody that they just robbed $1.6 million.
And they've now they know exactly who these guys are.
Right.
They haven't caught them yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they must be sitting around now, hiding under beds, listening to the radio, wondering when that knock is going to come on the door.
Right.
Oh, they say one of the suspects in the robbery has been arrested now.
Okay.
And the police know the names of the two others. I thought they were all still at large.
Yeah.
Authorities say the men accosted two Brinks guards as the guards attempted to leave a freight elevator at One World Trade Center on Tuesday morning. The guards were on their way to the Bank of America Foreign Currency office. The men flashed guns and handcuffed the guards and 5 other people in the elevator. But as the men grabbed bags of money and made their getaway, they removed their masks, revealing their faces to the surveillance cameras in the building. Not the smartest thieves in the world.
No.
Within hours after the police released the pictures, police got 56 tips from residents who told police that the two of the suspects were homeless men from their neighborhood. So, there you have it.
Pretty interesting.
What you said before, but a drug thing.
I'll tell you one thing right on our phone right now is a woman who must tell us about her breasts, Robin.
Okay.
In the middle of the news. Yes.
Hi.
It says here you're suicidal about your small breasts?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I've grown up being really thin and being like the nerdy, unpopular girl.
Right.
And
that's me too. I'm a nerdy, unpopular girl. Go ahead.
like when kids were picked for games, I would be left like with the Baptist kid and the Indian kid.
Right.
You know? And to this day, I mean, I'm 5'6", I'm 118 pounds. I've got a great body, but my breasts are a size A.
How's the face?
It's fine. I look a lot like Madonna.
Like Madonna?
Yeah.
And you're 5'8"?
5'6".
5'6".
Yeah.
And what do you weigh?
118.
And everything's good except you're real flat-chested.
Right. And I've taken pills trying to kill myself because I'm just so depressed.
How about your breasts?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be good for this contest.
Why wouldn't you go get breast implants rather than kill yourself?
You can't afford them.
I even tried to get them covered by health insurance, and they wouldn't for depression.
You told them you're mental over it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They didn't buy it, huh?
No. In October, I put on a padded bra for the first time for a costume, and it was just amazing. I looked in the mirror, and my body matched what I think it should look like.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah, you're a good candidate. Hell, I'd vote for you. Let me put you on the list.
Okay, thank you.
You got a husband?
No, I'm a widow.
At 27?
Yeah.
What happened to your husband?
He got hit by a train, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How's that happen?
You're a mess.
Tell me about it.
Tell me she isn't the saddest case we've had yet.
So far. But how did your husband get hit by a train?
He looked at her breasts and he said, "What am I doing?"
I'll tell you the truth. I'm not sure. The police don't know if he was pushed or if he jumped or.
He committed suicide.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds like he did.
Messed up on drugs.
He was on drugs?
Messed up on drugs.
Yeah. I had left him because of that.
Probably hallucinogens. He looked at her chest and said, I need to hallucinate.
He was a John Belushi. He was a potpourri of drugs.
All right. Well, you sound pretty cute, and it sounds like all you need is a pair of boobies.
Really?
And then you're in business.
Yeah.
Do guys look at you, or are they kind of...
I hear that they do. I don't really notice.
What, are you so flat you got an A cup?
I've got an A. When I went into the corset shop to buy the padded bra, she took one look at me and handed me a 34A.
Wow.
Have you seen those things on TV where you can, they look like breast implants, only you put them inside your bra?
Yeah, but you know what?
Who wants that?
I mean, at least that's something.
But then what happens when you go home with a date and you take your bra off?
Yeah, right.
You get a good lesson.
Yeah, the moment of truth. Yeah, and she wants to go topless and attract guys. Yeah.
All right, throw her a name in the batch.
You're saying you'll be a really hot chick once you get the breast.
Exactly. I've got a 24-inch waist. You know, I'm in shape.
Hey, you're a waist without those breasts. All right, hold on. We'll put your name into the bag.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel about taking part in our pageant?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah? You going to be able to show us your chest?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. You're an A. What do you want to go up to, a D?
A full C.
Full C? No, we can make that happen. Imagine I gave you your dream.
That would be wonderful.
You going to let me feel those things?
So grateful. Well, I had actually considered calling you guys up and suggesting a fundraiser, like a Jerry Lewis telethon type thing.
All I want is, are you going to let me feel them when you get them? You will.
Yeah, you have to make sure that they, you know.
You'll allow me to fondle you.
Oh, dear. I didn't know that was part of it.
I'm thinking. There's no rules. I'm making up the rules.
I thought you just maybe would ask to see them after.
I think whoever wins should owe me some gratitude, man, and let me fondle her.
Considering it's not
before or after?
For a good pair.
Before and after. Here's what I'm going to want to do is fondle you.
You're not the judge.
I don't, would that be okay?
For a perfect pair of breasts, that's worth it.
All right. Hold on. She's certainly up for that. And I'm up for it. I like to fondle those.
Pitiful.
To fondle you.
Pitiful.
All right. You mean plentiful, which is what her bra will be.
Her bra will be plentiful. Her breasts will be plentiful, but you are pitiful.
Her breasts are plentiful. And I am pitiful.
The hostage ordeal in Southern California is over. All of the 20 hostages have been released unharmed from an Anaheim supermarket. The police now say that the second gunman is in custody after a SWAT team stormed the store. The drama began late last night after police received a tip that two armed robbers were holding hostages. One gunman, who hostages say asked them to kill him, surrendered shortly after the last hostage was freed. Can you imagine gunman holding you hostages says, would you guys please kill me?
Wow.
The other gunman remained holed up inside until a police SWAT team moved in. He was hiding in the attic. Police don't know how much money was missing during the robbery. They say the gunman appeared to be about 19 years old.
I have to move my bowels.
Well, that's wonderful, Howard. That's newsworthy. I'm glad you announced that to me.
Hey, it is the news.
All I'm saying is you get a crummy job working in a supermarket, and then you wind up being held hostage.
You think I should move my bowels here or wait till I go home?
I think you should move them here.
Really?
No, actually, I don't think you should move them here. I don't know what I'm saying. The big news today.
You mind if I move my bowels during the news?
To get involved with your elimination schedule.
Do you mind if because I'm really in bad shape, and like we're doing news, do you mind if I take the wireless into the bathroom and...
Yes, I do. I don't want to hear that.
Oh,
stop it. You can't concentrate on two things at once.
What do you care? I'm at my best when I'm on the ball.
Oh,
You've never heard me.
Think so.
I'm witty. That's my wife.
You sit right there.
Right.
The big story, of course, was the price NBC has paid to keep its hit TV show ER from vaulting to another network. Here is John Wells, the producer of ER, to give us his take on what it'll mean to now have NBC paying $13 million per episode for a show that they were paying $1.5 million per episode for just this year.
Our budgets will not expand. All of the people who work on the show have long-term contracts. And we'll be working under those long-term contracts and continue to make the show. So it's really more of a redistribution of wealth.
For who, though? Who gets the money?
Now, they say that George Clooney gets $150,000 an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Compare that to, like, on Seinfeld, who gets $1 million an episode.
Yeah.
So, you know, those guys are freaking out because now the show's getting $13 million for an episode.
Right.
From $1 million. And
they can't renegotiate. I mean, unless the company were to say, yes, we want to renegotiate your contracts. They're all signed on long term.
Yep. Well, someone's going to make a mother load of money.
Yeah, it's a redistribution of wealth, all right.
Yeah. Well, this is a direct result of what happened with football. NBC can't afford to lose ER. It would just be too embarrassing, I guess.
And they'd have been in a better bargaining position had that not happened, but c'est la vie, as they say.
Right.
We've been talking for a while about this Carla Faye Tucker. She is a woman who is on death row down in Texas. She's supposed to be executed on February 3rd, and she has granted a few interviews.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
So that she can talk to people. Last night she was on Larry King Live. Here she tells Larry that she regrets killing a person.
I deserved a big punishment. I personally don't believe in capital punishment. I don't believe in it.
Of course you don't.
She killed a woman.
You're on death row. It's the best time not to believe.
She killed a guy or a woman. I don't know what she killed.
Guy.
A guy with an axe. Ended his life, and she wants to live now. Kill her. What is it? February? Let's pretend it's February 3rd and kill her already before some liberal decides not to kill this woman.
Well, you know, the whole thing is that all of her appeals have been turned down, and now it's sort of up to that George Bush.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Governor George Bush?
Governor of Texas.
Yeah, he will back down. He will let this woman live, and I'm telling you, man, that pisses me off.
George W. Bush?
What good is a jury system? What good is a death penalty if no one will carry it out? Just because she's a woman? She said she had an orgasm when she put the axe in the guy's head.
Or euthanasia.
She don't believe in capital punishment.
That was where she was expressing the fact that she thinks she should be punished, but not with the death penalty. Here she is saying she regrets she killed somebody.
What's her name again?
Carla Faye Tucker.
Number
two.
Number one.
Or then they're misnumbered.
It's horrible. I mean, to know that you take a human life, a very valuable, precious human life, it's
well, then let's kill you and put you out of your
misery. The most horrible thing anybody could do.
She seems really full of remorse.
Well, as Charles Grodin says, she seemed articulate.
Oh, he's a real judge.
She seemed sensitive.
Yeah, everything he's not.
She seemed to be completely rehabilitated.
Well, one day when they put an axe in his head, we'll see how he feels. One day when they put an axe in his child's head, we'll see how if he doesn't want capital punishment. I love all these guys. All a bunch of jack-offs. Hollywood liberals.
So maybe why should we keep them alive and feed them 3 square meals a day for the rest of their lives?
Yeah, why doesn't he give her a job?
Contribute anything to society.
Put her in charge of his children. He trusts her so much and thinks she's rehabilitated. What does he know about her? An idiot. Giving her publicity. Yeah.
You know how everybody wants to win the lottery? And
right.
They just imagine that all kinds of wonderful things will happen to them as long as they don't any longer have financial worries.
Right.
But in some cases, it just doesn't work out that way.
What happened?
In Rahway, New Jersey, a woman accuses her son of welching on their 10-year-old lottery agreement. See, now they're fighting. This woman is suing for what she claims is her rightful share of a $2 million pick-six jackpot that her son won. Her son now says, however, that the winning ticket was not among the 40 they shared each month. You know, I guess they used to go in together on 40 tickets every month for the last decade, and then he decided to buy one on his own.
Yeah, right.
He says the ticket was purchased separately with numbers that he and his wife had considered special.
Look at the money they're spending on the lottery. They probably spent more than the $2 million they won.
I know.
40 tickets.
A Seton Hall University law professor tells the Star Ledger of Newark the courts have upheld oral agreements before. The professor says the case would boil down to whether the court believes there was a meeting of the minds on this issue. So maybe Mom is not entitled to a share of this $2 million jackpot. We'll just have to see.
Right.
But there you go. I mean, that could break up the family. It probably will. Even if the guy gives the mother the money, he'll probably never feel good about it.
Doesn't sound like any great family anyway.
You think it's a great loss?
Mom and son buying 40 lottery tickets a week. I don't know. No great loss.
We had a set of quintuplets born here in New York. A Brooklyn mom is home today recovering from giving birth to quintuplets, 4 of whom survived and are still in New York University Medical Center.
I think it's disgusting.
22-year-old Miriam Schnitzler says she wants more children.
Oh. Man, we should be like China. Limit the amount of kids.
One of the babies, a boy, died on Monday. But Mrs. Schnitzler was grateful the other 4 are doing well. The babies are expected to remain in the hospital for 3 to 4 months.
Mrs. Schnitzler took, what do you call it? Pills or whatever?
Those fertility drugs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if she did, it should be
It's just
enough.
not, you don't usually see people having these many babies at once, so I imagine that she probably did. The babies were born 13 weeks premature and are still on ventilators. Doctors say they have about a 75% chance of survival.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have a community fund set up to help the family find a larger place to live and to buy clothes, furniture, and other baby needs.
Right.
The Kentucky teenager accused of opening fire on his high school classmates last month heads to court today. It's Michael Corneal's first public court appearance. He's expected to plead innocent at an arraignment hearing. 3 classmates were killed and 5 were wounded in the shooting rampage. Corneal's initial court appearances after the December 1st shooting were behind closed doors because the 14-year-old was classified as a juvenile. He was later indicted as an adult. He's accused of firing shots into the lobby of the Heath High School in West Paducah after a group finished praying. Super Bowl Sunday is fast.
Prayer really works, doesn't it? They finished praying and then some guy came in and shot them all?
Well, they must have been shot. Super Bowl Sunday is fast approaching. Want to know what is the mindset of each of the rival quarterbacks for these 2 teams that will meet in the Super Bowl, so we'll know how to bet. Here is Brett Favre.
And he is Denver's?
No, he is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
I'm excited about it, but not nervous. I'll probably be less nervous than I was against San Francisco. We've gotten over that hurdle. Now we're in the big game.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so start placing your bet.
I'm feeling good about my bet, actually.
Are you?
I read a good statistic in Sports Illustrated yesterday.
What'd you read?
Denver has the worst defense against the rush of any team that's ever gone to the Super Bowl.
Right.
The 4 other teams that had the worst rushing defense have lost by an average of 20 points.
Oh.
Yeah, I have. I've got Denver
plus 13
and a half points.
That's not nearly enough, it sounds like, from Gary's statistics.
Who knows? We'll see.
You never know what happens.
Right. Although I'm not that confident in my bet either. I think Green Bay's going to romp.
Favre is he's practically near perfect.
Yeah. Well. So what? We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he could have a bad day.
Yeah, he could get the flu.
He could eat something bad the night before.
No, you're right.
That's what I'm counting on. In fact, we'll have more betting as we get closer.
Yeah, I just like to, whenever I hear these guys talking in the next 2 weeks, I'll have it on because that influences
You're
all
betting?
the betting.
I see. Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see how the guy feels. He's saying he's pretty relaxed. He's comfortable.
You think he's going to tell us if he doesn't feel good?
That could be a good thing or a bad thing. You never know.
All right.
Christian Slater. Talked about him yesterday. He's in a new movie called Hard Rain, and he's also having to serve 90 days in jail as a result of a conviction on charges that he assaulted a police officer, bit a friend, and was beating his girlfriend during a party. So all of his pre-publicity for the movie involves questions about his problems with alcohol and drugs and the fact that he's going to have to do some time in jail. I do understand that the judge in the case allowed him to attend the premiere of Hard Rain.
That's nice.
Starting to serve his sentence. Here he is saying that, or he's commenting on his and Robert Downey Jr.'s problems with substance abuse.
Both Robert and I mean, we do, honestly, we suffer from something that's, very serious.
Yeah, stupidity.
I think a lot of people suffer from it, and they're not necessarily just stars or celebrities. We just happen to suffer from it in the public.
Come on.
He says addiction is a tricky problem. It's a problem that you have to ask for help.
You know, it's not a joke. I mean, it's a situation of life or death, and it's something that, if you don't somehow manage to, if you don't ask for help and become willing to ask for help and to change your beliefs and the way you've been thinking all these years, it can kill you.
He sounds pretty reasonable.
Oh, that's today.
Yeah, he sounds pretty good.
There's a lot more to this than meets the eye.
He sounded reasonable on these issues before.
Hey, he sounds pretty together to me. He really does.
He says, though, addiction is a tricky problem.
This problem that both Downey and I suffer from, I mean, it's the kind of thing that tells you don't even have a problem. You know, that's how tricky it is.
Yeah.
That's how sneaky it is.
And he doesn't sound like he has a problem.
And that's why, you tend to get in trouble with it.
He sounds pretty together, actually. A lot more together than I am.
Then let him go, Howard.
Yeah. I don't think he should be locked up. What do you think of that?
And how does he keep himself going?
Prayer.
Oh.
Simple prayer. That's all it is. I mean, that's, I think...
Charles Gordon just called him. He said, this guy sounds fine. Put him in a cell with the killer.
No, he'd more like to see this guy locked up than that woman.
Yeah, because he's angry at anybody with a successful career.
Faith means courage. That's what it is, man. I mean, I'm not really running the show here. I'm just sort of letting things happen as they go and dealing with it in
That's a good
the most open and best possible way. I think that...
He's not running the show.
Boy, is he confused.
I didn't even know. I'm just sort of letting it all happen.
He's just watching. It's him.
He's not running the show.
No, that's pretty weird. That's a weird thing to admit in an interview. I'm not running the show. That is my life. There's something going on, and I'm just watching.
He does say, though, that dealing with these problems have helped him find himself.
Okay.
You can easily attach a lot of shame and guilt and embarrassment to this particular situation, but it really has helped me to define, who I am as a man and as a person. And God, it just feels great, man. God, I tell you.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show.
What are you saying?
We got to get him on the show. I need to talk to him.
Because he's not running the show.
No.
I love that. Denzel Washington has a new movie coming out, and it's interesting. I think this shows a turn in something in this country. Usually horror movies have been in exclusively all-white casts.
That's right.
And now we're getting some black people in horror films.
I don't like it.
You haven't even seen them in horror films yet, Howard. At least wait to see before you evaluate.
I don't know. I don't see why this has to happen.
It was the last bastion, huh?
The last bastion. All white horror films.
Well, there's another barrier falling.
Adventures in Negro history.
And I think it's a good time for it, just before Black History Month.
Right.
Here's Denzel Washington, who was asked if he likes scary movies.
Well, The Exorcist straightened me out. I hadn't seen one since The Exorcist, to be honest with you, because it just messed me up. It was too real for me. I was like, hey, no.
He's afraid of horror movies?
I guess so. His new movie is called Fallen, and here he is telling us what scares him.
The box office receipts on Monday.
What scared me is after my wife read about me in the Inquirer.
There's a good one there. Run with that.
Oh, boy.
Okay. And Martin Scorsese has a new movie out called Condom.
Martin Scorsese is a good director. But the greatest director of all time, the greatest person in show business of all time is who, Robin?
Greatest person in show business?
That's right. The most great person in show business.
Tell me in what sense we're talking.
Who has accomplished the greatest feat in show business. Who has done the best work in show business. Martin Scorsese is good. And certainly could be on that list of runners-up, but who is the greatest of all time in show business?
I don't know what you're...
You should answer this in 2 seconds.
Here.
I don't care. You should know the answer.
The greatest?
The greatest in show business of all time.
Who has accomplished more?
Not more, but has the greatest accomplishment.
Has the greatest accomplishment.
Has been involved in the greatest films in show business.
the greatest films in show.
That's right. You know who that is.
I do.
You don't?
Ivan Reitman.
No. Ivan certainly could be on the list and has made many great films, but he is not the greatest man in show business.
The greatest.
He is not the greatest man in show business.
Well, you'll have to tell me.
You're not going to even guess.
I really don't know what you're shooting for here. Francis Ford Coppola?
That's right. The greatest man in show business is Francis Ford Coppola.
Really?
That's right. Because he made Godfather 1 and 2. And those are the two greatest films ever made.
He doesn't get knocked down for making Godfather 3?
Nope. If he had only made Godfather 1. Listen to this. He made Godfather 1, which is probably the best movie ever made.
Yeah.
And then he made what is a better movie, Godfather 2. It is perfect. There's not one bad scene. It is the greatest, most fascinating movie ever. It is the most interesting movies ever made.
But then he made Godfather 3.
Doesn't matter. He could make 20 bad movies now. He is the greatest and most accomplished man in show business.
Actually, he had a good movie out this year. Rainmaker was a good movie.
Doesn't matter. He could retire.
He doesn't have to do anything
Nothing.
else. Ever.
Godfather 1 and 2, there is nothing better on this planet than those two movies. And everyone knows it.
Nobody's arguing.
Come on, come on, right now. Right now.
But you're saying it's better than Citizen Kane.
Yep. Oh, Citizen Kane was a piece of garbage. I took college courses on that. You know, they give college courses on Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
They should be giving college courses on Francis Ford Coppola.
Surely there are.
Yeah, those are the two greatest movies ever made. And Godfather 1 was the greatest movie ever made. And then Godfather 2 was greater.
It's hard to decide which movie is better.
That's right. He is the greatest man in show business. There's nobody with more accomplishment than him. Because he made two perfect movies. And no one can argue with it. Not even Fred. He wants to. He's got a pen in his mouth.
No, if I were to challenge that, I would probably say Spielberg.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Those
What
are crap.
movie? What movie?
Schindler's List.
No. With the Jews every minute. Come on. Anybody can make a movie about Jews getting killed and make you cry.
Topic.
But anybody can make
Fred,
it about mobsters.
I put a camera on you, march you into an oven, you people are going to be sad. No. Maybe not for you, but I'm just saying, that is...
I walked out of Schindler's List devastated. I didn't feel...
I won't even watch it.
You don't have to be devastated. Movies are about entertainment.
Right.
No, movies are also about feeling.
No.
They make you feel something.
I'm going to turn off your microphone.
Get out of here.
You're out of here.
Open up his mic.
Yeah.
In that case...
Why don't you go negotiate? All right, go ahead. It's you on this show.
Schindler's List. When was the last time you watched Schindler's List?
Yeah.
The last time I watched Schindler's List, probably about 3 months ago.
Oh, you liar. I'm not lying. Nobody can watch that again.
Come on.
I'm not lying.
Godfather I've seen 27 times.
You find it a comedy? What are you watching it for?
He's ruining the moment.
No, this
I just gave out
from a woman who thought that my dinner with Andre was a piece of work.
Look, why are you watching that movie?
What is it, Gary?
You know why I sort of agree with you? I really do.
Of course.
Because here's a great...
Can't argue this.
Here's a great indicator.
Right.
If you're flipping around on HBO or wherever, and you come, whenever you come on Godfather, have you ever changed it?
Never.
You always have to watch it.
And nobody's even showing Schindler's List.
From a guy that watches One of the Boys or that movie with the girl every time that comes out.
I do. That's a very good... That guy's right up there.
So that argument doesn't even...
That movie's right up there.
Please.
Wait, you stop and watch My Dinner with Andre?
No, that was Robin's
movie. He didn't like that movie.
Listen to me.
I hated that movie.
All right, aside from Fred...
There's no one else in the world who wants to see Schindler's List
No one.
again.
It's a horrible movie.
It
didn't even make any money.
Terrible movie
You know what?
to watch.
They
force children to watch it.
I don't want to offend John. John got a fee on Laserdisc 2 Christmases ago. It's still in the wrapper.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it.
You're not going to open that thing.
watch Jews die.
No, I've never seen Schindler's List. I don't want to watch. I'm sick of it.
When I was at the theater, people, the whole row behind me was crying uncontrollably.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I think it's a really good movie.
I can't watch it.
I have to watch again and again.
I'm not going to watch it ever. I will die without seeing Schindler's List. And I don't think
movie of Scorsese's is better than The Godfather.
Oh, please. Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. Did I say Scorsese is up there, but it is not The Godfather.
No, Raging Bull.
No.
First of all, blows away.
First of all, Raging Bull's not in color.
Who cares?
Also,
terrible.
Taxi Driver's even a better movie.
No, not better than Godfather.
Good movie.
Really?
Not better than The Godfather.
You think so? Come on.
Absolutely.
It's good, but it's not better
Raging
than The
Bull's a good
Godfather.
movie.
In the test of time, it'll stand up better.
No.
The test of time has already been 20 years. And Godfather's
already
I
had
think
the
Taxi
test of
Driver's
time.
far better acting in Taxi Driver. Far better cast.
No. You know what it is?
Fred goes against it because everybody's for it.
He's doing it.
No.
That's right.
I even think The Conversation was a better movie.
Oh, that's horrible.
No, that was a much
All right. I'm going to turn off your microphone because you're annoying me. All right.
Fred's in a world by himself.
Who cares what his
In
opinion
Fred's world, everybody's better than the Godfather.
Hey, Fred can't even open a bank account by himself, okay?
Why are we listening to him?
Right. But even Fred goes to the Rainbow Room with his wife and almost breaks up the whole Rainbow Room.
You're just mad because I don't agree with you.
You do agree with me. After the microphones go off, you're going to look at me and go, "You're right. I just wanted to mix it up with you on the air."
Please.
Everybody watches The Godfather.
Those two movies, and then he makes 20 crappy movies.
Doesn't matter.
Talking about
Doesn't
that.
matter. I'm talking about the greatest accomplishment in show business is The Godfather.
One movie, two
movies, Godfather
one
1
movie
and 2.
that he stretched out into two.
No.
Yeah. No, those are two great movies.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Those are
He wasn't even
equally good
original enough
movies.
to make a totally different movie.
Fred, go on the Charles Grodin show. All right, thank you. All right, what is left, Robin? Anything? I got to leave now. I don't want to be in the same room with
I just
Fred.
happened to mention Martin Scorsese, and it started all of this.
Scazzy.
Scazzy and
Scorsese.
He says...
All right, go ahead.
Ooh. He says growing up around organized crime figures influence the type of pictures he makes.
Oh, yes. No doubt. Yeah. No, there's no doubt. I mean, I think the picture that made the most money was a hit. I mean, they were a hit. Goodfellas was a hit, but not.
That's a great movie.
It wasn't a blockbuster.
Goodfellas.
It's not enough to have a hit. What do you want to make? You want to make a profit, or do you want to make a profit? A real profit. You see? You know. You want to make
talks like Fred. No wonder Fred likes it.
Fred likes him because he doesn't make any sense like Fred.
I think he's brilliant.
What, a hit or a hit?
I think he's brilliant.
Of course.
And he keeps hitting him out of the park when Coppola can't figure out how to
hitting
scratch his
anything
ass.
out of any part.
He's making the same movie.
Goodfellas
is a great movie.
Great movie. Taxi Driver was a great movie.
Great movie.
Raging Bull
but
was
it's not Godfather 1 and 2. That's all.
Oh.
All right. Please, I'm getting a headache. Yeah, go ahead. I got to get out of here.
He's not hitting them out of anywhere. Fred's the only one watching these movies.
His microphone's off. Don't even argue with him.
Thank you.
All right.
And his new movie is about spirituality. It opens wide tomorrow, and he was asked if he likes making movies that are critical rather than box office successes.
As a young person, 8 or 9 or 10 years old, I knew them as people. And a lot of them were very nice to me. And then later on I found out
mobsters.
What they do.
You played them in the wrong order again.
Who cares? Let's hear it.
Wondered, what is that? Is that what we're all capable of? In other words, how could a person do that who's so nice? Or, some of them weren't that nice, and I could tell. But the ones who I really kind of liked, I didn't know. I had no idea. So I always wonder, in a sense, what is. I'm always drawn to material where you kind of question what makes up being a human being.
Sounds like Fred. This is number 13 and 14. You play them in order, right? How would I know what the order is?
But okay. Now,
yeah.
Numbering problem today.
Yeah.
They say that drinking early raises the risk of alcoholism, Howard.
Right.
They are saying that if you start to drink before you're old enough to drive, you stand a 40% better chance of becoming an alcoholic at some time in your life. They say that this means it's even more important to make sure that we deter youngsters from drinking at an early age. Don Johnson has settled an harassment suit that was filed against him by 2 women. One was his driver. The other one was a production assistant. Johnson had sued the 2 women, accusing them of defaming him and conspiring to extort money. They countersued, claiming sexual harassment. All 3 released statements yesterday saying that the suits had been dropped. No word on exactly what the settlement was has been issued. Johnson's spokesperson says that he can't talk about it as a result of the terms of the settlement.
He sounds like a wild guy, that Don Johnson.
Well, with Don, you never can tell. He marries the same woman a couple of times. Yeah. He runs around. He's had a charmed life, though.
Yep.
Always lands on his feet, it seems. And Uma Thurman has announced that she and Ethan Hawke, the man she met on her last movie, Gattaca, are expecting their first child.
Yeah, I'd like to have a child with her.
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. And thank you, Fred.
Thank you.
The Girl with 4 Nipples on E tonight, thanks to Nick Chapman, who gave us how to have the perfect secret affair. And Nick's website is www.perfectsecretaffair.com. And I'll give away the private part standees and all that kind of stuff tomorrow. We got a full day tomorrow, Robin. Don't miss Steve the Gorilla Gorillo hosting one of his last appearances at Fantasies. Hopefully this is his last appearance.
One of?
Yeah.
What's he planning on?
Today was the day he was supposed to leave. I don't know, but he's still here.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the end of the month.
All right, now it's the end of the month. Soon it'll be the end of the year. Anyway, he'll be at Fantasies in Keyport, New Jersey, Thursday, January 15th. And go over and say hello and actually say goodbye, because he's leaving for California to become a famous actor.
Everybody asks me, what is he expecting to do?
He's going to be a famous actor.
Well, I hope Martin Scorsese finds him.
Or Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis will find him first.
Yeah.